Southern Illinois.
Near corner three from the SIU bench. Yes, sir! That's his own board to him. Between three black jerseys, goes up and lays it in. Confetti pops into the dog pound.
This is Saluki Basketball on the Saluki Sports Network from Learfield.
Court sounds, ball game is over.
This is the IBEW Nika pregame show, brought to you by IBEW Nika, your power professionals. Also brought to you by Banterra Bank. Apply for your Banterra Saluki Visa debit card today. Stop by Banterra to learn more. Member FDIC.
Southern makes it 24 in a row in Banterra Center in non-conference action, and you can feel the magic in Banterra again.
Now let's go courtside.
Finding an identity. That was the message Coach Nagy had for his Saluki team heading into Tuesday night's game at Illinois State. His team wanted to be known for defense. But despite being down their best defensive player on the roster, SIU held the Redbirds to just 50 points in a 54-50 win that sent shockwaves around the Missouri Valley Conference. SIU found its identity. Now the question is, can SIU sustain their identity? Can they bring that identity night in, night out? It will be needed tonight against one of the most high-powered offenses in the country in Murray State. And there's no better time to stack two big wins in a row, with one of them being against a team where some good hate is being developed. And who knows, maybe some of that Mike Glenn shooting touch will rub off on the Dogs tonight for his jersey retirement. It's the Murray State Racers taking on your Southern Illinois Salukis on Mike Glenn jersey retirement night inside Banterra Center. It's time for Saluki basketball. With Paxton Guy back in our network studios alongside the Hall of Famer Ronnie Watson, I am Luke Martin. Here we are, courtside Coach Watson, following what was just a tremendous win for SIU earlier in the week against Illinois State. Salukis couldn't answer Coach Nagy's question on, hey, what's our identity going to be initially? Man, they answered it emphatically with their play on Tuesday. Now the biggest question is, can you back it up here tonight against undoubtedly one of the most gifted offensive teams in all of college basketball, not just in the Valley?
Will Southern get comfortable with being a rock fight type team, a team that is going to have to really make things choppy and tough and physical? 54 points most likely won't do it tonight. I don't see that happening. I didn't think it'd do it against Illinois State as well, but Southern sure played a great, tough, physical style of basketball, and man, in the last 3 minutes, they knew how to get to the ball in the basket.
SIU no doubt did that in the win, 54-50 over Illinois State, and you know, one of the guys that we talk about with Coach Nagy later on in the pregame show, that maybe the numbers and the stats don't necessarily are extremely eye-popping, but how about Drew Steffi in league-only games? He has the best plus-minus out of anybody on the Saluki roster. He's plus 30. You've said it time and time again. I know many want to see Drew consistently make shots from the outside, but he does way more than just that being a potential for this team night in, night out.
Coach Nagy, we'll hear him describe his defense later on in the show, and I think he really captures it properly. He's not a guy that you say, you know, he's going to get out and guard like Chris Lowry did or Brian Mullins on the point or Tony Young. And he's not a guy that will do certain things that really show up. But he's so good at knowing things. And it's actually an area where he's got to get better because he takes things for granted sometimes, that he knows what they're supposed to do defensively. And he's got to realize that his teammates, they don't know it as well, so he's got to really verbalize it. But, man, when Drew gets in the switching situation on bigger guys, he's especially tough. But I tell you, he passes the ball. He's a willing passer. He's a guy that can make shots. He's a guy that you have to guard. He's big. He's long. He just does a lot of positive things. And when I heard you say that earlier about his plus 30, didn't surprise me one bit.
Damian Mayo Jr., of course, the biggest question mark coming into this game tonight. Damian is going through warm-ups like he did on Tuesday night against Illinois State. Now, he ultimately took himself out of the warm-ups and went in the street clothes. He is still taking shots. Plan is tonight, at least at this point, is for him not to start, but he will be available for the game tonight. How does that really impact things for SIU in terms of just having Mayo in whatever role he may have tonight? But what lifts your spirits is you saw what they were able to do without him on Tuesday night. You don't want to have to do it without him too often, but man, what an effort by the Salukis on Tuesday.
Yeah, a team that plays a lot of people like everyone else in this league. Southern relies on less than 30 minutes of games out of most guys. But look, these are young guys. They want to play, and our team really responded at Illinois State playing heavy minutes. But Mayo gives you a senior force, a guy that he has a calming force about him. He's a guy that when the ball gets in his hands, the moment isn't too big for him. So he knows how to play in a game like this, like one against Murray. Man, I'm telling you, toe or not, if he's in the game and he's on a shooter like Shorter, or maybe even a guard like Taylor who can really run their team, he's a guy that can really get after the ball.
Let's go ahead and get to our first Southern Bank first impressions of the Murray State Racers. First Southern Bank, local people, local decisions, community banking at its best. Mason Miller did not start for the first time the other night this year for Murray State. He had somewhat of a hand injury to him, so they inserted Roman Doman into the starting lineup. He's one of 6 freshmen in the Valley that are averaging over 10 points per game. His last 5 games, almost 19 points a game. Coach Watson, this is a guy who's gotten to the free throw line at one game earlier this year 15 times. He's a hard guard, 6'9". Southern's really got to try to keep him off of that free throw line. Not just keep him off of it, but keep Murray State off of it tonight.
I often roll my eyes when I hear people describe others as 3-level scorers. There are very few really 3-level scorers, especially against really good defense. This guy, he'll score at every single level there is on this floor. He can get the basket. He's so long. What impressed me back in December is when he has the ball in his hands, he wants to go somewhere. His first step is every bit of 6-7 feet. And I'm not stretching that at all. He's a big guy anyway. He really covers a lot of ground on every step. He's a guy that's a willing passer. He certainly can make open shots. He can get the basket and score. But, man, as Coach will later say, Southern's got to keep him off the free throw line, and it is a very important key to this game.
8 double-doubles for Fred King. What a year he has had. He leads the Missouri Valley Conference in paint points in Valley games this year. It was 190 points that he has scored in Valley play. 154 of them have been in the paint.
Yeah, he's a guy that's going to score, and he's 63% scoring. But the other thing that he's done a great job is what big guys have to do in February and March. They got to make free throws because he's going to get fouled. Southern's they're going to put pressure on him. The interesting thing is going to be, and I have no idea, you might have some insight, we're probably not going to say it on the air, whether Southern's going to play him one-on-one like they did Chase Walker, or they're going to double team like they did back in December. I think that's going to be an interesting strategy. What I like is I like the way that Jaheim Weber and Moreno could come in the game and give Rollins and Prince a big step up, because I'll tell you what, Fred King really has made the most of his opportunity having a change of location from Omaha to Murray, Kentucky.
You really try to get me to divulge a lot of key information.
You never tell me anything. I don't get any inside information from you, Luke.
Continuing with this team, look, Javon Jackson, he is, and when you look at just league games only, he's 3rd in the Valley in terms of scoring within Missouri Valley Conference play at 16.7 points per game. He's had 3 games only in single digits this year, and when he's been held in check, Murray, they're 1-2 in those games when he doesn't really go off. But it's also the key, Coach Watson, like his last game he had 19 points on 11 shots against Southern. You want to try to get him in the realm where he's not just super efficient, because sometimes he can fall into that area.
That's an area where we're talking about where Southern's got to take another step in bringing that same defensive concept into this ball game to make things choppy for guys like this player. I mean, a guy that can really get going and he can get very comfortable. I think that's one of Southern's greatest strengths, that they have several people, not just Mayo, but several guys that can get into scores and really kind of disrupt the rhythm.
And in that first game, maybe in the moment didn't think of how huge those plays were, but J.J. Traynor was massive. 16 points. He was 3 of 4 from 3. This year he's been shooting the 3 ball at a 33% clip. That's a guy, and when you look around this Murray State team, even in a game like Belmont, for example, Fred King got his points, but they got pummeled. It almost feels like in a game like tonight, Coach Watson, you got to make sure that a guy like J.J. Traynor and the others, I don't want to say you can live with Fred King just getting bucket after getting bucket, but you can't have Fred King getting his, then all of a sudden so many others join in that crowd as well.
Shorter, Traynor, Taylor. We don't want to be saying those names tonight. How about Traynor? Traynor's dagger in the left corner where Prince got caught in a bad never land, and then Fred King finds him in the corner. Really not a great shot. And we heard Kenny Roth talk about he fell in love with that shot early. He's a guy that really Southern made a bad defensive play, but the worst play was Trainer should have been diving to the basket as soon as his man left him and went and dunked the ball and taken the 100% shot. But instead, he took a 33% shot. But you know what he did? He made it. He's a really good player. He's a senior. He really plays like a senior at times.
That's our First Southern Bank first impressions of the Murray State Racers. First Southern Bank proudly offers Casasa checking. Remember FDIC, an equal housing lender. We got a jam-packed IBEW Nika pregame show, and it rolls along when we come back. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. First Southern Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
Intertape Polymer Group and SIU Athletics are sticking together to make a positive impact in Southern Illinois. IPG provides a culture of developing its employees and routinely promotes internally, allowing you to envision a long and rewarding career in packaging and industrial products made right here in Carbondale. If you're looking for a great place to work that is committed to safety and the growth of its valued employees, families, and communities, then IPG is for you. Reach out to join the IPG team at itape.com or through social media outlets. #ITape with IPG.
Cheering on the Salukis? Make your stay a winning one at the newly renovated Holiday Inn Conference Center in Carbondale. Soon to be Holiday Inn Express. Just minutes from campus, you'll love the fresh new rooms, modern amenities, and welcoming atmosphere. The Holiday Inn Carbondale are proud partners of SIU Athletics and the preferred hotel for Saluki fans, families, and teams. Book your stay today at holidayinn.com/CarbondaleIL. Holiday Inn Carbondale. Stay smart, stay refreshed, stay relaxed.
Situated in the flowing hills and grand terrain of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, a memorable golf experience awaits. It's Dalhousie Golf Club. For over 20 years, Dalhousie has set the standard for golf in Missouri and beyond. Historically voted as the #1 golf experience in the state and serving as host to numerous golf championships, Dalhousie is a special place. A limited number of affordable local, national, and social memberships are presently available. Contact John Oliver at 573-979-2912 to learn how you can become a member of Dalhousie Golf Club. That's John Oliver, 573-979-2912.
Ever seen a Saluki climb a roof? Well, neither have we. But at SI Roofing and Siding, we work just as fast, just as sleek, and just as reliable. From roofing to gutters and premium steel bourne and batten siding, our team makes your home look sharp and stay strong. Based right here in Marion, we're BBB A+ rated and proud to serve Southern Illinois. Don't settle for rough results. Call SI Roofing and Siding today at 618-971-1457 or visit siroofing.net. SI Roofing and Siding, built to run with the big dogs.
On this Saluki Rewind, we go back to the defensive rock fight on Wednesday night in Seth Arena against Illinois State. The start of the game didn't go Southern's way as Illinois State began with an 8-0 run after SIU scored the first basket of the game, which would be the longest run of the night for Illinois State. Following Chase Walker picking up his second foul, SIU started to climb ahead. SIU has it now here on the right side of the floor. Haynes to the elbow again, looking for Rollins. Backdoor Sykes, and he slams it in for two. Davion Sykes cuts his way on the baseline. Moore just inside the right bend of the arc. Goes low right block on Jalen Haynes. Lowers his shoulder in. Short shot, left it short. Got his own rebound. No, now Sykes takes it away. Sykes middle of the floor for SIU. Crosses over and dunks it in. Davion Sykes, that's called playing off two. Left to right comes SIU. Jalen Haynes lobs down to Prince. Prince corrals it short corner. Now back on the perimeter to Jalen Haynes. Haynes on a back door to House, and House lays it in. House in front of the rim. He's got 6 now in the opening half. 5-point lead for SIU. It's their largest lead of the game. The Salukis' largest lead in the first half was 6, 19-13, with 4:13 left in the half. Illinois State closed the half on an 11-3 run to take a 2-point lead in the halftime locker room, including a massive 4-point play at the end of the half. The second half was entertaining. featuring 5 lead changes and 6 ties. Outside of a Drew Steffi layup, Rollins Aligbe and Calron House combined for 11 of the first 13 points scored in the second half. Steffi downhill to his right, bounce past Rollins, open on the weak side, and Rollins lays it in. Reverse lay-in for Rollins Aligbe, his first 2 in the second half. SIU back in front. Straightaway Claybo, wide open 3, blocked, and Sykes has it up ahead. House all the way. Wolf chasing, can't quite get the block. House laid it in. Haynes snaking his way into the paint. Rollins is open, 3 for the tie near arc. Yes, sir. Rollins Aligbe ties this game up. He's got 8 points, 5 in the second half. All tied up at 35, 10:55 to go to the end of the game. At the 9-minute mark is when SIU took control. A 16-3 run from the 9-minute mark to the final 30 seconds. Pushed the lead up as big as 9, capped by the biggest offensive play of the game from Jalen Haynes. Haynes straight away with 13, around a house screen. Haynes trying to get downhill with 9, with 8, spinning, low right block, he's bumped, he's fouled, and he made the bucket. Jalen Haynes with an and one opportunity makes it 48-44 SIU, 1:24 on the game clock. Salukis win it 54-50 on the road against Illinois State on this Saluki Rewind. When we come back, it's time to catch up with the Murray State radio crew, Jeff Bidwell and Kenny Roth. This is Saluki basketball from Lear Field.
The roar of the crowd. Buzzer beaters. There's nothing more thrilling than Saluki basketball. And just like the Salukis, Vogler Ford is putting prices in a full-court press. Take advantage of slam dunk savings on a new Bronco. Or make a fast break in a new Explorer for less than you'd expect. We're keeping high prices in foul trouble all season long. So when you want to get a new Ford, you've got to get to Vogler.
When you play sports, you know the importance of teamwork. I'm Michaela Coburn, and I play for SIU Saluki Women's Softball. I'm also a Banterra customer because they are a great team player for our communities, and they are making banking easy. With Banterra, I was able to open my account online, and with their mobile app, I can manage my money on my time. Plus, with the Saluki Visa debit card, I know my purchases support SIU scholarships and athletics. That was an easy win for me. Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics, member FDIC.
It's not just a home, it's a fully connected life. When work flows effortlessly, when friends connect from anywhere, when your house runs on smart everything, and being offline isn't an option, Extreme is the connection you need. Get Extreme 1 gig internet with no data caps, Eero Wi-Fi, and equipment, all for $65 a month for 2 years. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
SIU has rare dual recognition, one of only 21 universities out of nearly 4,000 nationwide honored by the Carnegie classification. We are a Research One university, driving innovation and discovery. We are also an opportunity university, opening doors and helping all students succeed. Less than 1% of universities hold both honors, and SIU is the only one serving a rural region. That makes Salukis unique, a community defined by excellence, access, and opportunity. Support the research that changes lives and the scholarships that expand access. Visit siuf.org/give.
Ulico Inc., a labor-owned insurance and investment company, is pleased to announce its support of the Egyptian Building and Construction Trades Council at Southern Illinois. Our personal insurance marketplace, Ulico Select, offers insurance products that protect and empower union workers and their families. Our values define us. Wherever union workers work, Ulico Select is on the job. It's for us, all of us. Check us out at ullicoselect.com.
Cheering on the Salukis? Make your stay a winning one at the newly renovated Holiday Inn Conference Center in Carbondale. Soon to be Holiday Inn Express. Just minutes from campus, you'll love the fresh new rooms, modern amenities, and welcoming atmosphere. The Holiday Inn Carbondale are proud partners of SIU Athletics and the preferred hotel for Saluki fans, families, and teams. Book your stay today at holidayinn.com/CarbondaleIL. Holiday Inn Carbondale. Stay smart, stay refreshed, stay relaxed.
The IBEW Nika pregame show rolls along here from Banterra Center as SIU hosts Murray State tonight. And speaking of the Racers, we previewed them on our Saluki Radio basketball podcast this week with their radio crew of Jeff Bidwell and Kenny Roth. Jeff Bidwell is in his final season as the voice of the Racers, as Dave Winder, who's been a part of Murray State Athletics for so long, dating all the way back to his time as a racer baseball player. He will take over as the director of broadcast as Murray State now joins Team Learfield. So welcome aboard, Murray State, in that regard. It's the only time. Will be nice, okay? But no, congratulations to Dave Winder on that position. But we catch up with Jeff Bidwell and his counterpart and his analyst, Kenny Roth. And it was a really fun conversation. You can download the full conversation on the Saluki Royalty Podcast Network or watch it on YouTube. Just search SIU Salukis. And we started with, Murray State bouncing back with a big win against UIC. That seemed to be a characteristic of Coach Miller when it's not a good result like it was against Belmont. He finds a way to get the guys back and play really well.
Yeah, I think Ryan Miller's approach is very pro player. He is a confidence builder. He wants guys to feel good about themselves, and so he gives a lot of leash, especially offensively. Shot selection at times is I think
go ahead, say it.
Reeled in a little bit, but his approach is that there's a point we're going to need all 11 of these guys. And I have to have them ready. And so I respect that. What we haven't seen a lot of a firm hand of him, really, drawing a line in the sand and saying, hey, we're not going to play this way anymore. And I think that's what happened the last 2 days in practice. Is it was more of a lot of film time of look at yourself in these mistakes, and we've got to clean these up, or we have no chance. And when we got to the arena last night, multiple coaches, come by. How you talked to everyone talked about that the best practice they had all year was the day before the game, which was obviously encouraging. But you also got to be able to bring that to the floor, and they were able to do that.
Production over potential. And one guy that we were all, quite frankly, I'm not going to lie to you two guys, we were hoping wasn't going to be any good was going to be Fred King. How he's really made himself a guy that truly was able to give production over just that other potential word.
Much like Lane Taylor, his just presence on the floor is so important because of the gravitational pull of 10 eyes on the floor. Like just him being in it, things are just different. And there's times he will run up and down the floor 10 times and Kenny will get frustrated because he never touches the ball. But just him being there, things are just different. They just feel differently. You'll see perimeter guys think they're going to attack, and they're like, oh, there's 6'9", 275 waiting on me, and they'll circle back out and like, they make a business decision. Ahmad Henderson did that last night, a little 5'10" on 6'10". He was like, I've got some other plans here. So, but it's just, he's got to be on the floor. And that's step one. Step two, as I said, feed the beast. Give him the ball because good things happen. He's gotten to where he's in the mid-60s shooting free throws now, so it doesn't feel like a liability that he's going to get fouled and really, just hurt us in that regard. But great feet, great hands, and Kenny's just an awesome human. I just need him to be a little more selfish, and I know that's hard to push sometimes. But boy, if he was in there, just like give me the ball. I don't know what his numbers could be because there's not many in this league that just physically can match up to him.
When we return here on the IBEW NICA pregame show, Paxton Guy has that look around the Missouri Valley Conference on the top 25 scoreboard. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Right now, the doors are closed, but springtime is just around the corner when Giant City Lodge reopens for the season Friday, February 6th. February 6th, you can once again bring family and friends and enjoy true homestyle cooking and hospitality at its best. Let your friends at Giant City Lodge serve your next meeting or special event in an atmosphere found nowhere else in Southern Illinois. Giant City Lodge, reopening Friday, February 6th. Longtime proud supporters of the Salukis. Go Dogs!
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Conveniently located in the heart of southern Illinois lies Rend Lake Golf Resort, the region's only 27-hole public golf course. With 5 sets of tees, expansive greens, driving range, and on-site PGA instruction, Rend Lake Golf Resort is perfect for golfers of all skill levels. Looking for stay-and-play packages? Check out Rend Lake Golf Resort's on-site lodging, condos, and cabins. After your round, relax with friends and family and enjoy a meal on-site at Seasons Restaurant. To learn more, visit us at RendLakeGolfResort.com. Rend Lake Golf Resort, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
Dear Winter, Toyota can't get enough of you, because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/25.
Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. First Southern Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
Southern Illinois has a new place to party it up or wind down. Introducing Southpaw Bar and Grill in Murfreesboro. With 22,000 square feet and a full kitchen, they have everything you need to make the most of your lunch, dinner, or night out. Burgers, wings, and barbecue are their speciality. It's the all-new Southpaw Bar and Grill. Check them out on Facebook or find them at the corner of Route 127 and the Ava Blacktop. Now open Sunday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. to midnight and 10:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Southpaw Bar and Grill, the official Saluki watch party destination of Murfreesboro.
Paxton Guy back on the IBEW Nika pregame show for SIU and Murray State tonight. Elsewhere around the valley, well, if you're one of these people that doesn't like it when college basketball plays on Friday night, you will be disappointed by tonight's Valley schedule because there's 4 other Valley games this evening. Evansville is at Valparaiso. Aces have dropped 5 in a row. Realize Valpo, they could win their 10th home game tonight. Yeah, Valpo's good at that gym. Also at 7 o'clock, Drake is at Illinois State. Bulldogs have dropped 2 in a row. Redbirds have dropped 2 of their last 3. We know about their last loss. Also at 7, in Cedar Falls, it's Bradley at Northern Iowa. Elsewhere, Belmont is at UIC. The Bruins, red hot. They've won 8 in a row. UIC looking to start a new win streak after losing to Murray State the other night. Very light night in the top 25. A matchup of ranked teams in the Big East is the only game on the slate as number 3 UConn visits number 22 St. John's. And how about Saluki softball? All they did today in their opening games at the Florida Gulf Coast event was win both of them this afternoon. Saluki softball. Mike True, by the way, calling those games on Saluki Radio streaming. Softball knocked off Florida Gulf Coast 2-0 earlier this afternoon, and then this morning they knocked off Charlotte 5-2. They're back in action tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. our time versus Charlotte. They'll also play Ball State coming up on Sunday. When we return on the IBEW Nika pregame show, we'll scout the racers with Saluki assistant Darion Reddick. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Ulico Inc., a labor-owned insurance and investment company, is pleased to announce its support of the Egyptian Building and Construction Trades Council at Southern Illinois. Our personal insurance marketplace, Ulico Select, offers insurance products that protect and empower union workers and their families. Our values define us. Wherever union workers work, Ulico Select is on the job. It's for us, all of us. Check us out at ULLICOselect.com.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some not so good. It's why your State Farm agent is there with good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates for everyone. Yep, that's right. At State Farm, you get the great service and great rates with every policy, so you can be prepared for all of life's surprises. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. Applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements. When you want a great deal, call State Farm agent Dave Anderson in Heron or Bob Barr in Carbondale today.
A Saluki tradition since 1896. The SIU Alumni Association is the heartbeat of Saluki Nation. Our legacy is strong. Through events, programs, networking, and scholarships, the association keeps alumni connected and supports our current students. Stay connected and show your pride. Update your contact info at siualumni.com. Follow us on our socials, join us in events, and shop SIU first with the Saluki Market. Once a Saluki, always a Saluki.
We all like new stuff. A new car, a new house, even a new big screen TV. The looks, smell, and feel of something new. If you love new, then you'll love Newbie's Pizza in Carbondale. That's why they handcraft each order to your specific detail and desire. Think about Newbie's Pizza at 830 East Walnut Street in Carbondale. Visit NEWBYSPIZZA.com. Newbie's Pizza, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
The Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Tournament has been the showcase for buzzer beaters, madness, and championship glory. With nearly 5 decades of heart-racing excitement, it begins here at Enterprise Center. The 2026 State Farm MVC Tournament, presented by Credit Union One, Great Southern Bank, and SSM Health, tips off on March 5th through 8th. Celebrate 50 years of the Valley's postseason championship. Get your tickets now at archmadness.com.
You work hard to keep your car running and your home safe, so it makes sense to keep them protected with a company that has your interests at the heart of what they do. That's why turning to Country Financial for car and home insurance is an easy choice. Country Financial has been providing insurance and protecting families like yours for 100 years. That's the kind of stability you can trust. Our dedicated reps live and work right in your community and are ready to connect with you to get insurance that fits your needs. Get more for your car and home insurance at countryfinancial.com.
Welcome back to the IBEW NECA pregame show. Darren Reddick's got the Murray State Racers. Coach, how do you keep the momentum going in preparing for Murray State?
Well, we have to keep doing what we found success in. I know, guys, we've been watching the last couple of games we've played, and it's all come down to our late game execution. We've been harping on how to handle the last 4 minutes of the game with our shot selection, taking care of the ball, and offensive rebounding. Murray State, one of the better teams in the league at their pace, and the way we can control their pace is with taking care of the ball and shooting good shots.
What's different about a game with Murray State? You've been watching them play. They've struggled a little bit other than the UIC game in their pace, and how do you make that adjustment?
I would say if I'm comparing Illinois State and Murray State, I would say Murray State has more offensive threats, I would say. I think with Illinois State, they have a duo of Kinziger and Chase Walker. A lot of guys feed off of that. But I would say Murray State has 5 guys on the court at all times. I feel like they can create their own basket, So that'd be the challenge, is just controlling the pace, but also we have to take accountability in certain matchups of all 5 guys on the court.
The guy that really has my attention is Lane Taylor. Does he seem to really drive the boat of this team?
Yeah, I think he's he pushes the tempo for him. Tough guard. He had some big plays against us last time. Put him down the stretch. We went coast to coast, got a big and one, and got the crowd, into it. So he was a freshman of the year in this conference when he was a freshman last year. So he's definitely a guy you got to take accountable for. And he can shoot the ball. He's quick off the bounce. And he's a good floor general.
What's really important with the way Murray plays and their volume of threes, with what you guys got to pay attention to and continuing to guard so well at that line?
I think you got to control them and control how they get them. Like, I feel like in the half court 5-on-5, our defense is elite. I think where guys get threes against us is offensive rebounds, where we're in scramble mode and we leave guys open, and then also when we shoot a bad shot to turn the ball over, and now we're scrambling back in transition where guys are open. But I feel like in 5-on-5 setting where we're switching this, or where we're blowing this up, or we're hard hedging here, teams can't get threes off against us, not open at least. They'll get a contested 3 off, but it's the transition threes, it's the kick-out offensive rebound threes we have to take control of.
How do you guys want to approach this game from the offensive side?
I think it's like you say, we're a big-time points in the paint team, but it's just how we get there, right? We can't. Obviously, we have Carol House is a great ball handler. We feel like he can beat anybody off the bounce. But, You know, they have Fred King down there who's looking to block his shot. So it's about getting into the paint and then making the right read. You know, you can get there for sure. And then once we get into the paint, once Fred King step up, we have to play out 2 feet, dump it down to our bigs, or to help in, kick out for the three. So just running our same offense we run, and just now teaching the guys, hey, if you're not open, this is why. Somebody else is open. So it's making the right read when we get the ball to the paint.
That's Darion Reddick. You're listening to Saluki Basketball from Learfield.
Your driveway is the gateway to your home. Don't trust just any business to do the job. Come to E.T. Simons, where our professionally trained and experienced staff will handle all of your paving needs. E.T. Simons is a Southern Illinois-based company who is an industry leader in the Southern Illinois construction industry. With over 75 years of experience, we service everything from commercial, industrial, governmental, and residential customers. E.T. Simons, paving the way to customer satisfaction since 1946.
If you love the outdoors like I do, then you'll love Southern Illinois. But the indoor activities are also great. I'm Luke Walsh, and I'm proud to play for Saluki men's basketball. In this region, there's nothing like the fans and community support, and one of the biggest supporters is Banterra. It's why I'm glad to be a customer. I opened my account online, and their Saluki Visa debit card supports SIU scholarships and athletics. That was an easy win for me. Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics, member FDIC.
No one should have to pay for the damages that result from a personal injury caused by someone else. The partners of Sam C. Mitchell Law, Lance Brown, and Matthew Caraway fight for Southern Illinoisans because they are Southern Illinoisans. For decades, the firm has proven to be a trusted, experienced, and dedicated partner in helping bring justice and personal service to the victims of negligence and intentional wrongdoing. Let the attorneys of Sam C. Mitchell fight for you. For more information, visit scmitchell.com.
Dear Winter, Toyota can't get enough of you, because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/25.
The Missouri Valley Conference men's basketball tournament has been the showcase for buzzer beaters, madness, and championship glory. With nearly 5 decades of heart-racing excitement, it begins here at Enterprise Center. The 2026 State Farm MVC Tournament, presented by Credit Union One, Great Southern Bank, and SSM Health, tips off on March 5th through 8th. Celebrate 50 years of the Valley's postseason championship. Get your tickets now at archmadness.com.
Kohl's gets it. Valentine's Day comes with expectations, grand expectations, telepathic expectations, and heart-shaped everything expectations. Yes, even waffles. Kohl's has gifts that rise to the occasion, from romantic to playful, sparkly to sweet, or all of the above. Plus, get 15% off some of your finds. So go ahead, exceed those Valentine's Day expectations with Kohl's. Select styles, offer ends February 16th. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
Coach, before we talk about the game tonight and your opponent, I feel we really need to take time to talk about Mike Glenn. He's a guy that, of course, you got to meet over the summer when he came to the golf outing, and that's, of course, when he found out that his jersey was going to hang in Banterra Center. What did you enjoy most about that conversation with him, and how much did you really know about Mike before you had that convo, too?
I didn't know a lot about him. Obviously, wasn't around for when he played, but everybody I talked to says, just incredible shooter, and it was a different day. I mean, he was down. One thing he was telling me is he was down to North Carolina, Duke, and Southern Illinois, and obviously a different day. But I'm just mostly impressed with just how humble and just a quiet presence about him, and just real easy to be around.
How great of example he is, not just for your guys in terms, one, of how good of a player he was, but his work for the hearing impaired and what he's done so much off the floor. I mean, he was a fantastic player, but, man, it's what he's done for the communities around him that I think was so great when he shared that message with your team, too.
Yeah, and that starts with his dad and his parents and it just extends. We generally, whether we want to or not, turn out to be like our dads, a lot of us. And I think, again, that starts with having a solid family, good parents, and helped him. And he's done, he's been a great example for our guys, and I know they enjoyed his talk.
Let's transition to your team. There's, again, so much data that you can look at and dive through, but one of the things that stood out to me is in your league-only games, Drew Steffi has your best plus-minus. He's plus 30 when he's been on the floor. There's so much that I think Drew brings to the table that the common fan may not see. What does Drew do so well that allows where when he's out on the floor, you guys are better for it?
It's just mostly IQ. I guess I'm not overly concerned with other people see or what they think. I'm not at all concerned with that. I've been coaching a long time, and I know just in terms of being comfortable as a coach, like who you want on the floor. And, Drew is one of, if not the best passer we have. We all know he's struggling shooting the ball. But and he's not, if you just want to go one-on-one defender, no, he's not great, but he's a great team defender, and that's more important. And so, he just, we can show him one time what the other team does, he knows. Some guys, we could show them 15 times and they don't know what they're doing. So he's got a very good basketball IQ, and to have a guy like that on the floor is very important. And and have somebody in your system like that that's been with you and knows exactly what you're trying to get and can explain it to the other guys. All those things are very important.
What's it say a guy about Kelron to get challenged by Coach Hawk like he did in practice the day before you guys went to Bloomington Normal and really have one of his best defensive efforts?
I think, it's better for the team to see him get challenged and handle it well. He handled it well. He didn't fight back. He didn't, and he showed up, and it was good for the team to see it too. We're going to coach everybody, and when the players said this is what we want to be known for, then we're going to hold you to that standard.
When you look at the play of what Rollins has been able to do for you recently, an outstanding game on the boards. Just what all does he bring to your group, and what's impressed you about just the improvement that he has just continued to make, not just in this season, but of course the leaps and bounds he's grown since you saw him a year ago?
Always good energy, almost always good energy. And, I've said this time, never have to turn him up. Sometimes we do have to calm him down. He gets sped up, and that's when he can get himself in trouble. But, again, as a coach, you'd much rather have somebody you need to calm down than have to speed up. I can't speed guys up. If they're not already, then it's really hard to change that. Where you can help somebody get themselves slowed down, but he's strong, he's a good athlete, he's starting to shoot the ball better. I think that puts pressure on the other teams, not just to have a post that just sags in the middle of the floor all the time. They know they have to guard him, and we've given him the freedom to jump up and shoot that ball, and he made a big one against Illinois State.
When we return here on the IBEW Nika pregame show, we continue our sit down with the head coach Scott Nagy. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why our agents work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Isn't it time to check Shelter out? Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Southern Illinois, during every season, what matters most is having a team you can depend on. A cancer diagnosis means it's time to lean on professionals with the expertise in personalized plays to guide you forward one powerful step at a time. Your home team is here. SIH Cancer Institute, advancing care for our communities. Learn more at sih.net/cancer.
It's not just a home, it's a fully connected life. When work flows effortlessly, when friends connect from anywhere, when your house runs on smart everything, and being offline isn't an option, Extreme is the connection you need. Get Extreme 1 gig internet with no data caps, Eero Wi-Fi, and equipment, all for $65 a month for 2 years. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Situated in the flowing hills and grand terrain of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, a memorable golf experience awaits. It's Dalhousie Golf Club. For over 20 years, Dalhousie has set the standard for golf in Missouri and beyond. Historically voted as the #1 golf experience in the state and serving as host to numerous golf championships, Dalhousie is a special place. A limited number of affordable local, national, and social memberships are presently available. Contact John Oliver at 573-979-2912 to learn how you can become a member of Dalhousie Golf Club. That's John Oliver, 573-979-2912.
SIU Credit Union knows what it means to be a part of a team. Whether you're on the field or in the stands, community is what it's all about. They're not just here for your financial needs, they're here to give back, because people helping people is at the heart of everything they do. You can join SIUCU if you live or work in one of the lower 24 counties in southern Illinois. That's right, if you're a Saluki fan, you can be a part of their team too. Learn more at SIUCU.org. SIU Credit Union, your financial home team. Membership required, insured by NCUA.
A Saluki tradition since 1896, the SIU Alumni Association is the heartbeat of Saluki Nation. Our legacy is strong. Through events, programs, networking, and scholarships, the association keeps alumni connected and supports our current students. Stay connected and show your pride. Update your contact info at SIUalumni.com. Follow us on our socials, join us in events, and shop SIU first with the Saluki Market. Once a Saluki, always a Saluki.
I don't know if this is an old school way or thought that how I'm going to describe it, but clearly your defense has been outstanding, especially since the start of the year. I think heading into today, I think it was up to 12th in the country. So many people think, man, it's scheme, scheme, scheme. How much is it really just your group embodying that as a personality of your group more than that? Look, you got to have a scheme and you got to have things of how you're going to guard a team, but really how much it is the piece, Coach, of having the right mentality between your ears.
Yeah, I mean, scheme is only important. You know, X's and O's strategy is only important if two things: the guys have tremendous effort and they can execute it. You know, you could have tremendous effort and not be smart enough to execute what we're trying to get done and know we don't want to give up baseline drive. And so, you know, we just keep harping on that effort and execution, effort and execution. You know, in all situations, whether it's offense or defense, whatever it is, but we know we want it to be defense first. You know, our offense is struggling. And I said this, and I can't remember if I said it on the radio after the game. I've coached almost 1,000 games. I don't know if we've ever won a game where we scored 54 points. You know, I'm used to our team scoring a heck of a lot more points than what we're putting up right now, but we just continue to go back to, you know, defense can consistently win. Offense comes and goes, and our kids have really bought into that and decide, you know, that's what we're going to hang our hat on, and we're going to score. I just know that we are going to continue to have confidence in our guys, and we're still going to try to push the pace, but just get better shots.
Murray State, second round with them. What's impressed you since you've seen them? And, of course, recently they were able to snap their 4-game skid and beat the hottest team in the league in UIC earlier this week.
Play, you know, extremely fast. They really look like, you know, my old teams where they play fast. You know, and the point scores are a lot higher on both ends. Like, you know, teams that are averaging 50, 60 points a game are scoring 70 on them, but that's because there's more possessions in the game. And so we, you know, like we said to them today, you know, we want to run on everybody and we don't want anybody run on us. And, you know, this is a hard team to get slowed down. They have a bunch of really good offensive players, and, you know, they just have an absolute beast in the middle that really puts a lot of pressure on the perimeter.
Roman Doman puts a lot of pressure, too. There's been games where I think he's attempted as many as 15 free throws in a single game. They lead the league in terms of free throw rate. They get to the line a lot, and they're also first in free throw percentage in league games. How essential is that part to the game tonight?
It's the most important. It just is. You know, Doman's getting 5 points a game, more than 5 points a game from the free throw line. And he's averaging 14 in league, and so more than a third of his points are coming from the free throw line. And you know, we just have to settle on the fact he's 6'8" or 6'9", and if he shoots a fadeaway, you're not going to block it. And so you have to stay down. And the thing I told our players is, do you think everybody's not telling their players the same thing, and yet he still gets to the free throw line? And so it requires a tremendous amount of discipline, and it requires more than one person. We need to make him play in a crowd.
Coach, appreciate the time. We'll catch up with you after the game.
Okay, thanks.
Once again, that was head coach Scott Nagy. When we come back, it'll be time for starting lineups here inside Banterra Center, as it's the Racers and Salukis. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Looking for a mortgage that fits your life? Sean Daly at Guild Mortgage has you covered. With hundreds of loan products, including specialized programs for first-time homebuyers, military families, and rural residents, we've got the perfect fit for you. Guild Mortgage. Own what matters. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, Company NMLS 3274. Sean Daly, NMLS 1536006. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Terms and conditions apply, subject to change without notice.
Saluki fans, accuracy and timing matter on the court, and they matter in surgery too. At SIH, our surgeons use advanced robotic-assisted technology for more precision, smaller incisions, and faster recovery, so you can get back to cheering on your Salukis. Trust the team that treats every procedure like a game-winning play. SIH, advancing care because it's personal. Learn more at sih.net/robotics.
Right now, the doors are closed, but springtime is just around the corner when Giant City Lodge reopens for the season Friday, February 6th. February 6th, you can once again bring family and friends and enjoy true homestyle cooking and hospitality at its best. Let your friends at Giant City Lodge serve your next meeting or special event in an atmosphere found nowhere else in Southern Illinois. Giant City Lodge, reopening Friday, February 6th. Longtime proud supporters of the Salukis. Go Dogs!
Ever seen a Saluki climb a roof? Well, neither have we. But at SI Roofing and Siding, we work just as fast, just as sleek, and just as reliable. From roofing to gutters and premium steel board and batten siding, our team makes your home look sharp and stay strong. Based right here in Marion, we're BBB A+ rated and proud to serve Southern Illinois. Don't settle for rough results. Call SI Roofing and Siding today at 618-971-1457 or visit siroofing.net. SI Roofing and Siding, built to run with the big dogs.
How do you earn a tradition of leadership? You put in the work with outstanding towing and hauling. Innovate with smart features like a mobile generator and dominate the game 48 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available feature. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
It's not just a home. It's a fully connected life. When work flows effortlessly, when friends connect from anywhere, when your house runs on smart everything, and being offline isn't an option, Extreme is the connection you need. Get Extreme 1 gig internet with no data caps, Eero Wi-Fi, and equipment, all for $65 a month for 2 years. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Saluki Nation, it's time to introduce you to the starters tonight against the Murray State Racers, which are presented by Shelter Insurance. Here are your Saluki starters. This position, they lob it in the house. He's got it. House in the half court, lobbed it up to Rollins. Rollins for the dunk and sealing the win.
Ron Salikbe, a.k.a. Rollo, forward, sophomore, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Mini High Academy.
Steffi right arc with 6. Southern with the ball in the lead. Off the house, into the lane. Runner right-handed. Nothing but net. Calron House, a gigantic shot.
House, a.k.a. Lil Scully, sophomore, guard, Louisville, Kentucky, Seneca High School.
Hand off back to Taylor. Taylor, mid-range shot blocked by Steffi. Saved it on the baseline to Calron House. What a play. 61-46. 3:10 to go in the game.
Drew Steffi, guard, sophomore, Frisco, Texas, Frisco Memorial.
Prince breaks down his man. Diouf takes him on into his chest. Right-handed shot is in, and he's fouled.
Prince League Bay, forward, senior, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Mini High Academy.
Haynes trying to get downhill at 9 with 8, spinning. Low right block, he's bumped, he's fouled, and he made the bucket. Jalen Haynes with an and one opportunity makes it 48-44 SIU, 1:24 on the game clock.
Jalen Haynes, guard, freshman, Dallas, Texas, Hebron High School.
That does it for the IBEW Nika pregame show. When we come back, it's time for tip-off here between the Racers and Salukis. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
If your old car is so ugly, dogs won't tinkle on the tires. If you have to dance naked in the moonlight and light a candle to make it start. If it just isn't the car you want it to be, Vic Koenig Chevrolet will give you a big bucket full of cash for it. No dancing necessary. Vic Koenig Chevrolet will buy your car, truck, or SUV, whether you buy one of ours or not. We'll pay you more than you ever thought you could get. And we'll put you behind the wheel of a newer, nicer ride that actually starts every single time. Vic Koenig has a huge selection of reliable pre-owned vehicles in stock now and dozens of new Chevrolets on their way to Carbondale as we speak. But I promise you, they'll be sold before they ever hit the state line. Hurry in to Vic Koenig Chevrolet and call dibs. Vic Koenig Chevrolet in Carbondale, home of the world-famous SIU Salukis. VicKoenig.com on approved credit.
Turn it up. It's game time. It's time for Saluki basketball on the Saluki Sports Network from Learfield.
Middle of the lane, goes up, a lot of contact, off the glass, bucket, and the foul! The heat check three, bullseye! He's wide open, far corner three, yes sir! Now 8-second differential, he's going full throttle, to the rack and he dunked it! Oh my! Catch and shoot three on its way, bullseye! Massive three for the senior, hoist it up with two, short with one, Southern wins! Southern wins! SIU!
Saluki basketball is brought to you by Shelter Insurance for auto, home, and life coverage that goes the distance. Find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. Banterra Bank. Apply for your Banterra Saluki Visa debit card today. Stop by Banterra to learn more. Member FDIC. And by Mediacom, home of extreme and 1 gig internet speeds.
Southern will knock off top 25 Indiana State 74-69.
The tip is moments away. Now with a call of the game, here is the voice of the Salukis, Luke Martin.
Ag night here inside Banterra Center as the North Grandstands bleachers are nearly all filled like they always are here on Ag night. Dog Pound continuing to file in wearing their Mike Glenn jerseys here tonight as he is being honored, his number 34. And his jersey being recognized, and it will hang from the rafters here as that will come at halftime. But the IBEW Nika pregame show is complete. It's now time to get to our Ron Ward Chevy keys to the game. And they are delivered to you by our Hall of Fame coach, Rodney Watson.
As Coach Nagy said, keep Dumont off the free throw line. Do not let him get free ones there. He gets a bunch throughout the season. Southern's got to guard the Racers with the same style of tenacity and grit and rock fight mentality they guard the Redbirds. Southern's got to pound the paint to score. This is an area where Murray State's very vulnerable, and then Southern's got to knock down those free throws himself.
That's it?
I can give you 12 more, but right now, if we can get those 4, we're winning by 20.
Those are the Ron Ward Chevy keys to the game. Ron Ward Chevy will send you home happy. Let's go ahead and get to the Shelter Insurance starting lineups. In for the Murray State Racers, coming in 17-7, 9-4 in the Missouri Valley Conference. J.J. Traynor, a forward, senior, Bardstown, Kentucky. He's played at DePaul and Louisville. 7 games this year, scoring in double-figure points. Blaine Taylor, a sophomore, another transfer into the program from Central Arkansas. Grew up in Farmington, Arkansas. He had 11 points, 6 assists in Game 1 against the Salukis back on December 29th. Javon Jackson, third in league play in scoring, averaging right around 16.7 points per game. He is a senior from Houston, Texas. He's played at UIC and Utah State. Fred King, another senior center from Creighton, transferred into the program. 8 double-doubles this year, leads everybody by a mile in Valley play in terms of double-doubles. And Roman Doman, one of 6 freshmen this year, averaging double figures. Freshman from France, averaging 13.6 on the year. In the last 5 games, he's scoring 18.6. Ryan Miller, in his first season, he played against Scott Nagy when he was a player at Northern State. 4 games against Nagy in his undergrad days, 1-3 record against Coach Nagy. That first meeting between the two came all the way back December 4th of 1994. And now here competing against each other in 2026. Saluki starters being introduced to this crowd here inside Banterra. You already heard him a moment ago. Damian Mayo is dressed tonight. He's available. He will not start, though. Calron House earns the start. Sophomore from Louisville, Kentucky, his 20th start of the season here tonight. Rollins Aligbe, fresh off another double-double. 12 points, 12 rebounds at Illinois State. Sophomore from Minneapolis, joins his brother, a senior, Prince Aligbe from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He had his best game as a Saluki against Murray State. 19 points that night for Prince back on January 29th. Drew Steffi, redshirt sophomore from Frisco, Texas, as Drew Steffi had 10 points in game 1 against the Racers back in late December. And Jalen Haynes, another freshman who will earn yet another start, as all of his starts have come in a row, as the starts will now be 6 in a row for Jalen Haynes. Oh, and now the lights are struggling to come back on here inside Banterra. Hopefully they can get those situated and worked on as they continue to filter on. There we go. Now they're back on. I think we're going to be good to go. Our officials tonight, Gene Grimshaw, Chris Merlo, and DeSalle Dean are 3 officials. Salukis will be in their home whites with Saluki spelled out across in maroon and black trim. Maroon numerals on the front and back in black trim. Names spelled out in maroon. Murray State will be on their road navy blues with Murray State spelled out in the front. The yellow numerals on the front, right in between Murray and State in white trim, and their names spelled on the back of those navy blue uniforms in yellow. Dog Pound continuing to fill in as we are just getting ready here for tip.
Nice crowd, Luke. Dean and Cookie Campbell from Coulterville, the pride of Coulterville. I talked with Cookie at Coulterville High School. She was played the elementary school, but great people. They're responsible, big-time farmers, man. They're responsible. They're proud alums of SIU. They're responsible for this Ag Night every night. They are the reason this happens. Man, this place has got the makings of a great field, doesn't it, Luke?
It does. It's got tremendous buzz, and hopefully the Salukis can add to that buzz. They're trying to improve to 7-4 here inside Banterra this year and earn their 3rd win in league play at home. Murray State, only their 8th true road game of the season coming into tonight. And by the way, yes, it'll be 8 true road games, and 7 of their 8 have been in league play. So they've not been on the road a ton this year. As Rollins Aligbe and Fred King will jump at that Saluki dog at center court. Fred King wins it without much of a jump from Rollins Aligbe. It'll be Lane Taylor who will come down left to right. Here's Ryan Miller, his first game coaching here at SIU on the sidelines of Murray State. Trainer straight away with 19:45 on the clock, 15 seconds in, 17 on the shot clock. Doman underneath the basket, flings it up there with his right hand, swirls off to the left. King gets the second shot, and it's actually going to be Drew Steffi who takes it away. Steffi, far corner Haynes, catch and shoot 3 far right corner, just off the back of the rim. Rollins can't get the deflection, and it goes to Murray State. No score, 19:25 on the clock as Doman stopped in his tracks by Jalen Haynes. Now it's Javon Jackson into the high post to King. Pitched off Jackson. 3 in the face of Prince Aligbe. Off the left of the rim to the near right side, the Calron House. House middle of the floor as he slows it down with a left-handed hip-high dribble. Jackson comes in to close in on him. And he one hands off to Steffi. Prince fakes the pitch to Steffi. Now off to his right. Steffi near the Saluki dog nose at the top of the key with 15 on the shot clock. It's Haynes on Doman. Haynes looking to his left, trying to find Prince. He's got it. Prince turns his way in on Trainer, back outside the house with 7, now 6. House on the perimeter with 5, fading away with 3. Mid-range shot, nothing but net as confetti pops. Calron House on the first made field goal. It's 2-0 SIU, 18:40 to go in the first half. Trainer, ball heated up by Calron House on that sideline left. He picks up his dribble. He's looking for help. He doesn't have anyone coming to him. Trainer finally bounces it off to Jackson with 15 on the shot clock. Jackson, high left arc, nearly tripped. Ball deflected, stolen away. Here's Drew Steffi, right to left, up ahead to Haynes. Haynes with a highlight reel, 2-handed slam. Makes it 4-0 SIU, 18:20 to go in the first half. Trainer inbounds to Taylor as he gets right in front of Ryan Miller, who yells out with his right hand. Calron House and SIU lead at 4-0. House, the big physical body up of Taylor at midcourt. Taylor barking like a Saluki dog as he yells out to his teammates. To his left, Fred King. High left of the bend is Javon Jackson. Yet to use his dribble, now it's King. King will hoist a three, and he knocks it in.
Good. Shoot another one.
That's only his 6-3 attempted of the year. He's made 2. 4-3 lead, SIU now. Haynes hoists up a three, well short. Fred King gets the rebound. Sideline right now, middle of the floor, Lane Taylor. Up ahead, far left corner, Trainer. Goes left, Art to Doman. Doman with 20 on the shot clock, trying to spin by Prince. Doman in the high post, goes low left block. Blocked by Rollins as Fred King couldn't convert. Right to left comes SIU, near sideline Haynes. The freshman in that white Under Armour headband. They go around the arc. Rollins is open, right arcing three. Yes, sir! He says you can make one, Fred King. I'll add one in there as well. Makes it 7-3 SIU, 17-10 to go first half. Taylor beats House all the way to the rack and just swirled it up and in. Lane Taylor, he's got 2 points. His first bucket of the game, 7-5 lead SIU. Straight away, Prince Oligbe to his right, Jalen Haynes. Haynes around that maroon arc, top of the circle to Rollins Oligbe. Rollins off to Drew Steffi, low left block, off of Javon Jackson to the top of the circle. Rollins, now it's Prince Oligbe just inside the right arc. Prince lowering his shoulder in, attacks from the Valley Techs, wide right. Rollins can't get the board, and it will go out of bounds to SIU. It will stay with the Salukis. 16:39 on the clock, 7-5 lead SIU.
Rollins playing with a lot of energy, went hard after that rebound, gave Southern a chance to get it back.
Baseline right, inbounding. Rollins off of his right-handed fingertips, and he tracks it down in front of the Banterra Center, typing in green. Looking with a dribble handoff with Q. It was denied by Taylor. Drew Steffi off the House, straight away. House of the Valley Techs rising and firing, and that's his spot. Calron House, he's got 4 points. 9-5 lead for SIU, 16:22 on the clock. Taylor on that winding clock. Comes down left to right. He's got it far left corner, Doman. Doman thought about the three, looking for Jackson. Jackson yet to use his dribble, holds on his hip. Jalen Haynes closes out. Jackson fights over to his right now, low left block on a steal by Fred King. Lays it in, 2 for Javon Jackson. It's his first bucket of the game. 9-7 lead SIU. Next to that ball, be immediate timeout. Salukis with the ball and the lead. Calron House to his right, to Haynes. They go right back and they reverse it near corner. Drew Steffi. Steffi to the rack, and a foul is going to be called on Murray State, and that will bring us to an immediate timeout. It's the first foul on either team here in the opening stanza, and SIU leads it 9-7 here over the Murray State Racers. This brings us to our first Ameren Illinois Energy Savings timeout. When it comes to energy, actions speak louder than words. That's why Ameren Illinois works hard to make sure you have the energy you need, and it's why we put savings tools in your hands so you can take action. Learn more about saving money and energy with energy-efficient rebates and incentives at Ameren.com/rebates. This is Saluki Basketball from Learfield.
Your driveway is the gateway to your home. Don't trust just any business to do the job. Come to E.T. Simons, where our professionally trained and experienced staff will handle all of your paving needs. E.T. Simons is a Southern Illinois-based company who is an industry leader in the Southern Illinois construction industry. With over 75 years of experience, we service everything from commercial, industrial, governmental, and residential customers. E.T. Simons, paving the way to customer satisfaction since 1946.
A Saluki tradition since 1896. The SIU Alumni Association is the heartbeat of Saluki Nation. Our legacy is strong. Through events, programs, networking, and scholarships, the association keeps alumni connected and supports our current students. Stay connected and show your pride. Update your contact info at siualumni.com. Follow us on our socials. Join us in an event and shop SIU first with the Saluki Market. Once a Saluki, always a Saluki.
Dear Winter, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/25.
Saluki fans this year, you catch all the basketball road games, get food and drink specials and giveaways at the official homes of the Saluki Watch Party Network. With the Hall of Famer Roddy Watson, I am Luke Martin, 9-7 lead. for SIU here in the early stages against Murray State. And in case anyone was worried, the board made the trip, Coach Watson.
The illegal substitution board, 17 feet long, 12 feet wide.
What stood out so far?
I like the energy of the game. This crowd hadn't scared anybody. Great crowd tonight, Banterrea Center. Really a great deal of appreciation. I was really concerned about high school games taken away from this crowd, and Murray's got a good draw of student bodies out. Awesome. Then the FFA night or Ag night, just wonderful. What a good opportunity for college kids to play in front of a great crowd.
Well, the Saluki swimming and diving team is here, and I think they got some Speedos underneath those jackets that they'll wait for the second half for Murray State as SIU going to that end to start. Q and SIU with the ball. They lead by 2. Rounds-A-League downhill, just dribbled it right out of bounds. Couldn't handle it as he tried to go from the top of the key to the right side of the lane, and he goes out of bounds. 9-7 lead. Murray State will have it.
Gosh, it's a good play, too. He just got a little ahead of himself on the dribble. Really good action for Southern out of bounds.
Lane Taylor and Murray State come down left to right. They trail by 2. J.J. Traynor straight away into the near corner to Doman. Doman trying to find Fred King. They can't give it to him. Now it's Fred King one-on-one on Ronza-Ligbe. Lowers his shoulder, and Rollins steals it. Rollins has it, and up ahead the Calron House. Sideline left, SIU, they lead at 9-7. Straight away Rollins, shot fakes on the 3. To his right, Jalen. Jalen to the nail, to a jump stop, into the paint, bounce past Prince, goes up strong, lays it in with his left hand. Prince-Ligbe right where he can live, scores it in for 2 more. 11-7, SIU leads it. 15-10 on the clock as Lane Taylor and Murray State trying to win their 4th straight in this series. Doman on the perimeter. Guarded, closed out hard by Prince. Prince with tremendous ball pressure, deflects it into the backcourt, and it gets back to Javon Jackson and Murray. Jackson tacks downhill, nearly traveled. Far left wing is Traynor. On the perimeter, Doman. 3 in the face of Haynes, short. Ball tipped out by King, and it's SIU ball. 14:50 on the clock. Man, Javon Jackson got away with the travel there, but SIU gets the ball.
Really good defensive possession by Southern. A lot of action going on that play. A lot of man-to-man switching there, and Southern maintained their position, and great job at making sure Murray State didn't get a second shot.
Brock Weiss, who had a really productive 7 minutes against SIU in the first meeting, comes in now for Fred King. 14:40 and ticking on that clock. 11-7 lead SIU. Calron House and SIU with the ball left side of the floor. Steffi on that maroon Saluki dog nose to his right. Right elbow kicks out near side. Prince-Ligbe. Ligbe in front of Murray's bench to his right. Into the paint. Went up. Shot was off of Prince. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Murray ball. 11-7 lead. Prince had it stripped. Thought for a moment that Javon Jackson maybe touched it at the end, but it's going to stay with Murray State after that turnover for SIU. It's going to be the second turnover of the game. Saluki's 5 of 7 to start here in the last, their 7 field goals. They made 5 of them. 11-7 lead for SIU. Murray State with the ball. Weiss in the high post, angles his way left, hands off Jackson to his right, into the lane, threw it up for a prayer. Weiss on the putback was fouled, and he'll go to the line. Be the first foul on Rollins. First team foul on Southern.
Jackson, the senior, does something very impressive on the offensive end without the ball. He cuts hard, really shoulder to hip, very tight on his screen. Murray does an excellent job of establishing a screen, so it's not a moving screen at all, and Jackson really knows how to come off and get a catch.
Weiss, his first free throw, swirls off. Weiss only 10 free throws attempted this year. He's made 7 of them. Again, Murray, they lead the league in Missouri Valley play, shooting almost 79% as a team. Weiss, the second one, on its way, rimmed around and down. Weiss with his first point, makes it 11-8. SIU down right to left. Calron House with a hip-high dribble, flings it off to Drew Steffi. Straight away, Prince-Ligbe on a handoff to Haynes. Haynes near the left elbow, back outside House. Shot fakes on a 3. Back to Haynes, left arc, right of the bend, Calron House. House stepping back, 3 on the way. Nothing but net for Calron House. Man, if he can make that shot, that changes things. 14-8 lead for SIU. It's their largest lead. Traynor downhill all the way to the rack and dunks it. No, Saluki got in front of him. That's where switching becomes an issue for SIU's defense. Steffi, baseline right, knocks in a mid-range shot. Drew Steffi with his first 2 points, 16-10. Here comes Jackson on the near wing. Jackson spinning baseline right into a double team. Now he's one-on-one with Haynes. Back outside Taylor. House right in his grill. Finds Weiss at the top of the circle. Weiss on the left wing finds Miller. Miller left elbow down the Weiss, pocket picked and taken away by Rollins. Right to left comes SIU. Steffi all the way to the rack, dished off Haynes. Haynes got all the way into the short corner. Back out Prince straight away. Rollins hesitates on the three momentarily. Now a bounce pass from Steffi to Rollins. Low left baseline. Can't convert on the near right block. Here comes Murray State. Sideline left Jackson. 16-10 lead. Haynes got another steal. Man, another turnover for Murray. That's their fifth. Haynes right of the hashes. Left side of the floor. Up and in off the rim. Jalen Haynes with another made field goal. It's his first here tonight. 18-10 lead. 8-point lead for SIU. Taylor, high of the bend, low left block, turned away by House. Back outside Weiss. Straight away with 20 on the shot clock. Weiss and Murray, they trail by 8. Salukis have made 5 of their last 6 shots. Weiss, hand off Trainer. 3 on the way for Trainer, long. Ball into the hands of Steffi, then loose on the floor to House. House sideline left, 8-point lead for SIU. Top of the circle, to his right. Right elbow, back outside Rollins. Post entry feed Prince. He threw it away from Prince. He tracks it down in front of Murray's bench. 18 on the shot clock. House on the perimeter. To his left, all the way to the rack. Little runner just off the front of the rim. Volleyballed out by Rollins to Miller for Murray State. Here's Jackson and Murray. Right side of the floor. They trail by 8. Jackson all the way to the cup. Just pops off. Drew Steffi gets it on the ricochet. Steffi middle of the floor. Angling his way. All the way to the rack. He was stripped. And now Trainer has it for Murray. 18-10 lead. They come down left to right. Weiss all the way down. Threw up a shot. He was fouled. And it was a late shove by SIU. It's going to be his second team foul on Southern. 18-10 lead with 11:38 on the clock. We'll take the timeout with them. I promise you, Rodney Watson's awake. We'll send you to this break. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
The roar of the crowd. Buzzer beaters. There's nothing more thrilling than Saluki basketball. And just like the Salukis, Vogler Ford is putting prices in a full-court press. Take advantage of slam dunk savings on a new Bronco. Or make a fast break in a new Explorer for less than you'd expect. We're keeping high prices in foul trouble all season long. So when you want to get a new Ford, you've got to get to Vogler.
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
Life is full of moments, both big and small, each a chapter in your own unique story. Through the everyday and extraordinary, First Mid is here to help shape every page. Beyond banking services alone, we're a valued partner and advisor with the guidance and resources for living your best life. So, whether you're buying groceries, budgeting your dream kitchen, planning for retirement, or protecting your life's work, think First. First Mid. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
18-10 lead for SIU over the Murray State Racers with 11:38 to go here in the first half. At SIU Credit Union, we are people who care about you, your family, and your goals. We want dealing with SIU Credit Union to feel like you're coming home. Visit us at one of our locations or online at siucu.org. Not very often, Coach Watson, were the first 8 minutes and 16 seconds of this game are played without any substitutions for Southern. They are now going to go to their bench here heading into this timeout. Murray, they've only made 2 subs to this point, Brock Weiss and Mason Miller, who have come into the game. But Salukis, right now, it's dead even on the boards. Murray does have 2 offensive rebounds that have led to a 1 second chance point.
Southern scoring off turnover 6-1 in this game to Murray's only 1 point, and doing a nice job like they need to of making sure they go to the lane. I like Southern's shot selection has been really good, but their defense has been active. Man, why? The analyst guy didn't get to speak much, and we have this much play-by-play going on with 15 possessions in just 8 minutes.
Damian Mayo is in the game. Davion Sykes, Jorge Moreno, Drew Steffi, and Jalen Haynes with a 5 on the floor. Free throw is in for Weiss. It's his second point of the game. He split his first 2 of the game. Let's see if he can go 50% again. Weiss, big deep breath. Off his right hand. Nothing but net for him. Sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee. Transferred in by way of North Texas. Fred King now back into the game as SIU leads at 18-12. Corban is into the game, another freshman from France. Haynes, high right of the bend, finds Drew Steffi. Bounce past Damian Mayo, straight away with 20 on the shot clock. Mayo pitch with 2 hands to Haynes at his waist. Now it's Steffi, top of the circle, curling to the rack. His mid-range shot can't fall. Goes off to the low right block, and here's Corban. Corban and Murray finds Miller in transition. Miller picks up his dribble, high left of the bend to his near right, Doman. Doman straight away with 20 on the shot clock, to his right. Doman, who's scoreless in this game, closed out hard by Haynes. Now Fred King straight away, where he already made a 3. Hands off with Corban. Corban, low left block on Damian Mayo. Back outside Doman, guarded by Haynes. On the near wing with 8 with 7. Middle lane with 6. Tough move, and he laid it in. Roman Doman with his first basket of the game. 18-14 lead for SIU. 10:50 to go till halftime. SIU with the ball in the lead. Moreno got King deep. His hook shot is in. Jorge Moreno got Fred King buried down at the basket. 20-14 lead SIU. Taylor, high left of that arc. Left elbow extended. Looks far corner Miller. Miller catches on the perimeter, goes back to Fred King with 20 on the shot clock. King hands off with Corban with Mayo with his hand right on his hip. Corban pitched off to Taylor, downhill on Steffi. Low right block switched off on the Moreno. Oh, bad switch. Taylor mid-range shot, nothing but net. Lane Taylor, he's got 4. 20-17 lead for SIU. Haynes, top of the circle, to his right. Right of the hashes, near that right elbow. Bounce past to Moreno. Moreno with Fred King, fronts him. Now spinning on Fred King, blocked by King, into the chest of King, and now here comes Murray State left to right. 3-point lead, and Damian Mayo's gimping. Oh, wide open 3. Taylor and buries it. And just like that, Murray State has tied the game up at 20. 6-0 run for the Racers. And now a whistle, and Mayo is limping. And so come out of the game. Calron House is coming in, I believe, and Max Picar is coming into the game.
Just too early. That injury just can't heal itself quick enough for Mayo. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look very promising that he'll be back, but we'll see.
So on the floor, House, Picar, Moreno, Sykes, Steffi. Tie game at 20. There's a 6-0 run. There's Lane Taylor, back-to-back threes, by the way. That 2 I gave that mid-range. It was a 3. He's got 8 points now. Tie game at 20. 9:38 to go on the clock. Moreno. Hand off Steffi. Steffi to the rim and a travel.
No, it's an offensive foul.
I'm sorry.
Man, Murray State's got their hands and elbows on the dribbler, coming off hard on those screens. They called that on, I believe, on Picar got the foul. But golly, that's not a good turnover. Southern with another turnover there, 2 in a row. Got to get a stop here.
Third foul on SIU. First one on Max Picar. Taylor in the backcourt, and now an offensive foul on Fred King. That's going to be the second foul on Murray, the first on Fred King. And now into the game will be Dylan Anderson.
Well, no
I'm sorry,
comment
his
on
second.
that one, yeah.
So King's already got 2 fouls. And Ryan Miller's not happy, talking about with the officiating crew. Calron House near the Saluki dog mouth at midcourt. To his left, Davion Sykes. Sykes top of the circle, Max Picar. Picar had his pocket pick, but he regains control. Through it to his right, House. House drives baseline right, trying to find Moreno. Back outside Picar with 8. Now 6. Straightaway Steffi. Mid-range shot with 5. And Steffi buries the mid-range shot. His threes haven't fallen, but man, he's been good just inside the arc. 22-20 lead SIU. Straightaway, Doman drives on Picar, fading away, shot short. Moreno with the 2-handed board. Moreno looking for help, middle of the floor, House, right by Doman, top of the circle, snaking to the right elbow, looking outside of Moreno. Moreno fakes the handoff with House, to his right, Steffi, fakes a dribble handoff, now pitch at the Sykes. Sykes baseline right cut, low right block, left it well short. Rebound Anderson, Picard knocked it loose, but off to Taylor. Taylor sideline left, Doman up ahead, Shorter, nearly had a shot blocked, but he laid it in. Braden Shorter with his first bucket of the game, ties it at 22, 8:30 to go here in the first half. House all the way to the rack, little runner goes.
House has such good body control, going hard downhill to be able to make that soft teardrop.
Pace right now, no question at Murray State's pace. Taylor, high left of the bend, low left block, underneath the basket, finds a cutting Anderson, blocked by Moreno, but they're going to get him on a foul. Jorge Moreno picks up the foul. It's going to be the 14th foul on Southern. Couldn't really tell what happened. It was blocked out.
Gene Grimshaw is going to say that while he got the ball, said his right hand got into him. Okay, that was a pretty good defensive play, good basketball play. But
Dylan Anderson, free throw line right, and free throw is long. Anderson has not attempted a ton of free throws either. 6 for 8 on the year. Marino comes out. So Rollins, Oligbe back in. Rollins, Picard, Sykes, Steffi, and House are on the floor. Anderson's free throw. Man, jiggled off the rim and off to Rollins, Oligbe. Missed them both. 2-point lead SIU in front of a nice crowd here in Banterra. House, low left elbow, back outside Rollins. Picard in the high post on the left wing. Between the circles, Sykes. Sykes, top of that circle, comes back near left wing. Calron House. House to his right, guarded by Tenner. Got to the nail. Far right corner, Sykes spinning. Baseline right, got his man in the air. Tough fadeaway shot, well short. Rebound off the Murray State. 24-22 lead. Next step ball here under 8-minute media timeout. Tenner to his left, Anderson straight away. With 7:39 and ticking on the clock. Anderson tried to get a back door, but it was a kick ball by Rollins. Will bring us to a media timeout. 7:36 on that clock. 24-22 lead for SIU over Murray State. 100 means a lot of different things to different people. At Vogler Ford, it means 100 years of service, helping Southern Illinois drivers get the best deal on their next new Ford. For a great selection and fast and friendly service, you've got to get the Vogler. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Rockmore Chevrolet in Heron makes it easy to shop online anytime. Shop our entire selection of new and pre-owned vehicles from anywhere. And with new inventory arriving daily and special Rockmore pricing, our team will always have a deal waiting for you. It's so simple to find your price, get pre-approved, and drive home today. So check us out online at rockmorechevy.com and we'll send you home happy. And go Dogs!
No one should have to pay for the damages that result from a personal injury caused by someone else. The partners of Sam C. Mitchell Law, Lance Brown, and Matthew Caraway fight for Southern Illinoisans because they are Southern Illinoisans. For decades, the firm has proven to be a trusted, experienced, and dedicated partner in helping bring justice and personal service to the victims of negligence and intentional wrongdoing. Let the attorneys of Sam C. Mitchell fight for you. For more information, visit scmitchell.com.
SIU has rare dual recognition, one of only 21 universities out of nearly 4,000 nationwide honored by the Carnegie classification. We are a Research One university, driving innovation and discovery. We are also an opportunity university, opening doors and helping all students succeed. Less than 1% of universities hold both honors, and SIU is the only one serving a rural region. That makes Salukis unique, a community defined by excellence, access, and opportunity. Support the research that changes lives and the scholarships that expand access. Visit siuf.org/give.
7:36 on that clock. SIU leads at 24-22 over Murray State. Saluki's being led tonight by Calron House. 9 points, 2 rebounds. To this point in the game, all Saluki starters have scored in the game. The lone points off of SIU's bench to this point has been Jorge Moreno. 5 points from Murray State's bench. They're led by Lane Taylor. 8 points in this game. The one thing that the Salukis have at least done a good job up to this point has been trying to get extra possessions, especially in terms of turnovers. 6 turnovers for Murray State, only 5 for SIU, and Southern +2 in points off turnovers, 8-6.
Haven't been a lot of offensive rebounds. Both teams are shooting the ball well. It's a good basketball game. Got good flow to it. A lot of possessions in this game. Southern's got to string together some shutouts here.
Tenner will inbound for Murray here right in front of our broadcast location with Gene Grimshaw with that black whistle resting right in between his lips. Bounce pass to Tenner from Gene Grimshaw. Now top of the key is Trainer. Trainer hands off Tenner, 19 on the shot clock. Tenner left elbow extended shorter, 3 in the face of Steffi. Why? It was an air ball out of bounds. He wasn't a dead-eye shooter that time. 24-22, 7:28 on the clock.
Yeah, I wouldn't give him an open one again. Coach Nagy did not like the way that switch took place.
Nope. Right to left comes Calron House on SIU. They lead it by 2 with the ball. Steffi. Straight away, Picard. To his right, Steffi. Far right corner, House. Now it's Rollins straight away with 17. Prince on the perimeter with 15. Near corner in front of Murray's bench was Drew. Aggressive bounce pass to Prince. Hesitates momentarily. Shot was blocked. Loose ball into the short corner goes Picard. Far right corner, House with 5. Now 4. Shot clock at 3. Rising from 1 foot for 3. It's an air ball. Rollins has got to put it up, and he didn't recognize it because it didn't hit rim. Shot clock violation. 6:58 on the clock. 2-point lead for SIU. 24-22. It's Murray State ball.
Southern's making Murray State guard the floor to try to chop up this transition. I like what they're doing. That wasn't a great ending to the play, but Southern's doing a nice job of not letting Murray get the up and down thing going.
Tinner with a jogging dribble. Now he stands still there at that midcourt dog main in maroon. Tinner to his left, switched off on the Prince. Now it's Dolman on the near elbow, guarded by House. Dolman back outside. Tinner, a three is buried. KJ Tinner coming off his first game of the year, making multiple threes against the UIC Flames. 25-24, Murray State with its first lead, 25-24, 6:30 to go here in the first half. Haynes straight away to Rollins, finds Drew on the back door. He's wide open. Steffi converts. Hung on the left side of the rim. And Steffi's now got 6 in the opening half. 26-25, 1-point lead SIU. Tinner to his left on the perimeter. Miscommunication again defensively, but Southern able to corral. Now all the way into the paint is Corban. Back outside Trainer. Shorter on the near arc. Find a near wing, and it's tipped out of bounds by Steffi. As Corban tried to get the basketball, will stay with Murray. 6:07 on the clock as it went right into Southern's bench.
Southern's got to take a look at that real high ball screen, the one that's at 30 feet. That doesn't really create anything other than a guard-big mismatch. And right now it's not working out well for Prince Oligbe to guard the guard.
House will guard Tinner, the inbounder, finds Trainer. And now Rollins gets switched off on the Tinner. Tinner on that near arc or far arc with 10. Tinner's got back with 8. Near corner Corban. 3 in the face of Haynes, rimmed it in. Matisse Corban, that's his first 3 made in 8 games. He was 0 for 7 in the previous 8 games. 28-26, 2-point lead for Murray. It's their largest lead of the game. Haynes on the near wing, off to Rollins right arc. Rollins looking far right corner for Steffi. Rollins bounce past the Prince at the Valley Texan Maroon in the paint. Hook shot right-handed, way too strong, off to the left. Rebound to Miller. Now it's Tinner, sideline right, 2-point lead for Murray. Tinner to the nail, reversed out, Trainer, extra pass Corban, another 3, knocked it in again. How about Matisse Corban, 0 for 7 in the last 8 games from 3 entering tonight. He's now 2 for 2. Murray's largest lead, 31-26. Straight away, Prince Oligbe, 5-point lead for the Racers. Right of the bend, Rollins. Rollins looking off to his right. House, goes right over to House. House, right elbow to the nail, rises with his right hand, well short, off the Tinner. Here comes Murray State. Left to right, they're running. Trainer, baseline left, spinning and reversing into the far corner. Now it's Tinner. Left elbow extended on the perimeter, into the paint, stops at the Valley Tex, back out to Corban. Corban was fouled by Drew Steffi. Yeah, it's 31-26. It's going to be a 15 foul. Scott Nagy really getting into Gene Grimshaw here on the near sideline.
Corban plays with his off arm. He got his off arm up into the defender and cracked him in the face. I mean, just a basketball play, which led to a second contact. Not good action there.
Tinner straight away to Vice. Hands off, right back to Tinner. 4:44 to go in the first half. That's a carry, and Gene Grimshaw saw it. Southern gets the ball back, 31-26.
Southern's got to be careful on defense. They're getting into long rotations, and these Murray State, they're not running off screens to catch. They're just out spot up. They're just moving the ball, and they're getting the thing off the catch, so they're just stepping into jumpers.
31-26 lead for Murray State. SIU with the ball. Haynes from the Saluki dog nose for 3. Swirls around and off, and Vice gets the rebound. Here comes Dolman, left to right. SIU led by as many as 8 here in the early stages of the first half. It's now trailing by 5. Dolman right in front of the rack. A lot of contact. Goes off to the left. Rollins with the miss. Up ahead, Haynes. He catches it like a receiver, and then a foul is going to be called on Murray State. Man, Ryan Miller may have an argument. He's talking about how Jalen Haynes maybe didn't even have possession of the ball, but he maybe didn't have possession because he kept getting held. It's only a 13 foul on Murray. 2 of them on Fred King, who's still on the bench. 31-26 lead for Murray State. SIU has the ball left side of the floor. Steffi all the way to the rack. Right-handed laying in, and there was a hand in the net too. Should have counted regardless, but Steffi's got 8 points. 31-28. SIU trails by 3. They're on defense. Steffi in a defensive stance as Vice has it straight away off to Corban. He's already made 2 threes. Corban left elbow to his right, all the way to the rack. Left it short, but he was fouled, and the foul will go on. Man, it's going to be on Rollins Oligbe, and the Saluki bench gets on the Saluki staff, or I should say the Saluki staff was getting on the officiating crew. And they call it on Rollins Oligbe, and Rollins and Chris Merlo talking with Scott Nagy here going into the break. With 3:53 on the clock, it's a 3-point lead for Murray State. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
If your old car is so ugly, dogs won't tinkle on the tires. If you have to dance naked in the moonlight and light a candle to make it start. If it just isn't the car you want it to be, Vic Koenig Chevrolet will give you a big bucket full of cash for it. No dancing necessary. Vic Koenig Chevrolet will buy your car, truck, or SUV, whether you buy one of ours or not. We'll pay you more than you ever thought you could get. And we'll put you behind the wheel of a newer, nicer ride that actually starts every single time. Vic Koenig has a huge selection of reliable pre-owned vehicles in stock now and dozens of new Chevrolets on their way to Carbondale as we speak. But I promise you, they'll be sold before they ever hit the state line. Hurry in to Vic Koenig Chevrolet and call dibs. Vic Koenig Chevrolet in Carbondale, home of the world-famous SIU Salukis. VicKoenig.com on approved credit.
Samron Midwest Contracting is the region's first choice for construction services. Since 2003, Samron has completed thousands of projects for various customers across the tri-state area. Whether it's a commercial project, an asphalt parking lot or driveway, or commercial or industrial concrete, Samron has you covered and offers flexible financing options. For more information, visit Samron.com. Samron Midwest Contracting, proud supporter of Saluki Athletics.
Back here inside Banterrea Center, 31-28 lead for Murray State. 3:53 to go until halftime. The Saluki staff is wondering if they got the foul correct. And Rollins right now, if it stays with Rollins, it will be Rollins' second foul, which of course is a big one. He would have 2 of Southern's 6 fouls in this game. Chris Merlo is over here to our left. And it's on Jalen Haynes. So they're going to take the foul off of Rollins of League Bay and give it to Jalen Haynes.
Now we'll give Haynes his second foul. Southern makes that substitution. The horn's already blown. It's not going to matter.
Davey Mayo tried to give it a go. He was in the game and his toe continuing to bother him, and he had to come out. He's still dressed, but odds are probably will not see him the rest of the game. 31-28, 3:53 left here in the first half. Racers last year won both games against the Salukis, and they were both here in Banterrea Center. First time ever that Murray has won consecutive games inside Banterrea. They're trying to make it 3 in a row with a win here tonight. As Corban to the line, a 76% free throw shooter. Murray tonight 3 of 6 at the line. Make it 4 of 7 as Corban knocks in his first free throw. Davion Sykes will sub in for SIU. He'll come in for Jalen Haynes.
Corban was not much of a factor back in December down in Murray, but man, he's a factor in this first half.
Only 4 points in that game. And he was scoreless in his last game in only 5 minutes. He made both free throws there, 8 points. Last 5 games when he's been on the floor, minus 39 for Murray State. Not tonight, 33-28. Murray State lead. SIU with the ball on the left side of the floor. Kelron House to his left, rises from the left elbow and rims it in. Kelron House, he's got 11 for the Salukis. He had 15 against Murray in round 1, 33-30, 3:35 till halftime. They trap Dolman near the timing stripe, goes far left corner. Taylor shot fakes, now fires a 3 off that shot fake and knocks it in. Lane Taylor, he's got 11, 3 threes here in the first half. 36-30, Murray State with the lead. Low right block, Rollins of League Bay, he's got 1 foul. Skip past the House on the near wing. He'll hoist another 3 well short. Off the chest of Vice, loose on the floor. Sykes goes for it, and now Jackson comes in to try to force a jump ball. And it is a jump ball, and possession arrows in favor of SIU. Trainer will sub in for Vice. 3:11 till halftime, 36-30. Murray State with the lead. It's their largest lead of the half. House baseline left. Triggers it in the Prince. To his right, Steffi, staying on the Saluki Dog Mountain. Now on the nose. To his right elbow. One hands it back out to Sykes with 13 on the shot clock. House on the perimeter with 12 on the near wing. House slowly dribbling to his right with 8. Now Steffi with 7. Steffi low left baseline with 5. Steffi back out to Rollins with 4. Tough 3 for Rollins off to the right. House gets the rebound with a fresh shot clock. Kelron House, far right corner. 2:48 to go in the first half. 36-30 lead for Murray State. SIU has the ball. Mid-range for Steffi. Short. Rollins crashes the board, trying to save it. Tipped it back in, and no one went for the ball to help Rollins. Sideline left. Miller. Pass fakes to his left, to his near right. Trainer off the Taylor, now straight away. Taylor, left of the hashes, left elbow, pitch back out Miller. Now it's Jackson straight away from Murray State. 36-30 lead for the Racers. They have the ball. Trainer backpedals his way with 10 on the shot clock off to Jackson. Hoists up a 3, and it's in. Javon Jackson, he's got 5, 39-30, Racers by 9. Murray State, they're on a 6-0 run. As Prince Aligbe, one-handed pitch to Sykes near corner. Rollins crosses over his man, spinning, low right block and foul by Trainer, and Rollins will go to the line. Only the 4th team foul on Murray State.
Southern's first 2 free throws, they got to make hay here. They're not getting many opportunities, but when they get there, they got to cash into this spot. Southern's got to figure out this three-point defense, something done so well from January on.
Rollins converts on his first free throw. All-time series, SIU leads at 23-22. Murray trying to tie the all-time series here tonight. And Rollins, beautiful. 2 free throws made for him. 39-32 as Southern shows some pressure. Jackson in the backcourt. Here the Saluki Dogs still in the backcourt with 22 is Taylor, and he just brings it across at 21. Taylor near wing, hands off Jackson. 17 on the shot clock. Jackson to his left. High post to the nail. Inside the Valley, Tex in maroon. Back out Trainer with 10. Trainer looking to his left with 9. Trainer still with it with 7. Goes on Aligbe with 6. Near elbow, back outside the Taylor with 3, with 2. Fading away 3 with 1. Rims off, nearly went in. Ball loose in the corner, and it will go to SIU. Ryan Miller was asking if he wanted to possibly challenge that. He will not. 1:30 left, 90 seconds to go in the half. 39-32 lead for Murray State.
Really good defensive possession by Southern. Now they need to put it together and capitalize, get this thing to 5.
House to his right, Steffi. 1:20 to go in the half. 39-32 lead for Murray State. Sykes on the perimeter, back to House. Prince Aligbe reversed it right back to House. Now it's Rollins in front of the rim. Left it short. Ball ricochets. Still loose, fighting for it. It's Doman. Doman Millithor for Murray. They have the ball in the lead by 7. Jackson near wing Taylor. Sidesteps to his left. Another 3 launches. Well short. Doman on the putback was fouled by House.
Taylor just calmly runs this team. He plays with his shoulder squared up to the basket. He looks like anything but a real impactful defense, Division I point guard, but he's got all the tools. He just plays so head up. Murray plays at his pace. Now DeMond's going to get an offensive rebound opportunity free throw.
Doman to the line as Doman, multiple dribbles on the Valley, Tex in maroon, flings it up off of his right hand, and it's down. He's only got 3 points here in the opening half. Trainer is out. Vice comes back in. 40-32 lead for Murray. Murray, their largest lead has been 9. They lead it by 8. Doman can put it back to 9 here with 58.4 left. Doman free throw line right. Eyes up at that rim and knocks it in. 4 points for Doman here in the first half, 41-32. It's a 9-point lead for Murray State after they trailed by 8 at one point in time here in the first half. Sykes straight away to his right. House. House shoved off of Tenner. Now on the near wing is Prince. Steffi on the near arc with 18 on the shot clock. Down low to House. House with 15 on the shot clock, 42 on the game clock. Southern trails by 9 with the ball. House to Prince at the nail. At the Valley Tex to his left. Up with a 2-handed slam. Prince Aligbe thunders it through. He's got 4 in the first half. 41-34 and a timeout by Ryan Miller. I don't know if that game clock shot clock is right. 30.9. 41-34 lead for Murray State as we are nearing closer to halftime, which will be the Mike Glenn jersey retirement. We won't carry it on the radio, but we will have our interview with Mike Glenn from last summer. That will play at halftime on the Built Ford Tough Power by MediaCom halftime.
The reason the clock kept running, so therefore it got closer in time once the ball went through the rim. And Murray, by the time they took it out and called the timeout, it's probably right on the money. I'd rather not over here looking and overthinking that one.
41-34. SIU as Murray State with the lead. So we use it or lose it timeout for Murray. Southern does have their timeout left, but I don't think they're going to be able to use it unless they force some sort of turnover here with 30.9.
I suspect Southern will do some type of zone look. After so many seconds off the clock, they'll jump to a man-to-man to finish out the possession.
Taylor in the backcourt with 28. About a half-second differential between game clock, shot clock. Taylor just got it across. 41-34 lead as Taylor still looking at that Saluki defense with a hip-high drill with his right hand. Now the Saluki switch to a man-to-man. Taylor high on that left circle in the front court. Taylor to his right with 8. Now 7-6. Straight away with 5 to Jackson. Curling to the rim with 4. Low right block with 3. Off the rim and in. 1 second left, 2. House can't get the shot off as that brings us to the end of the half. As Javon Jackson gets 2 going into the locker room. And Murray State with its largest lead of the game as we head to the halftime break. 43-34 lead for Murray State. Built Ford Tough, powered by Mediacom. Halftime is next. It's time to honor the legendary Mike Glenn. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Growing up in Southern Illinois, you learn the importance of helping others. I'm Caden Hawkins, and it's one of the reasons that I'm proud to represent this region as a member of SIU's Saluki men's basketball team. It's also why I'm glad to be a Banterra customer, because they support our communities. Plus, I can open my account online, and with their Saluki Visa debit card, I know my purchases contribute to SIU scholarships and athletics. That was an easy win for me. Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics, member FDIC.
The Orthopedic Institute of Southern Illinois has the most highly trained team of orthopedic, spine, and podiatric surgeons, including interventional pain management. From sports medicine to neurosurgery, podiatry, and interventional pain, we are committed to providing the very best in diagnoses, treatments, physical and occupational therapy, and rehabilitation to local athletes. Visit oisil.com or call 618-997-6800. OISI is the official orthopedic provider of Saluki Athletics.
A Saluki tradition since 1896. The SIU Alumni Association is the heartbeat of Saluki Nation. Our legacy is strong. Through events, programs, networking, and scholarships, the association keeps alumni connected and supports our current students. Stay connected and show your pride. Update your contact info at siualumni.com. Follow us on our socials. Join us in events and shop SIU first with the Saluki Market. Once a Saluki, always a Saluki.
Southern Illinois has a new place to party it up or wind down. Introducing Southpaw Bar and Grill in Murfreesboro. With 22,000 square feet and a full kitchen, they have everything you need to make the most of your lunch, dinner, or night out. Burgers, wings, and barbecue are their speciality. It's the all-new Southpaw Bar and Grill. Check them out on Facebook or find them at the corner of Route 127 and the Ava Blacktop. Now open Sunday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. to midnight and 10:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Southpaw Bar and Grill, the official Saluki watch party destination of Murfreesboro.
On the Saluki Sports Network from Learfield, this is the Built Ford Tough Halftime Show, powered by Mediacom. Brought to you by Mediacom, home of extreme and 1 gig internet speeds. Also brought to you by your Illinois Ford dealers and the F-150, proud sponsors of your Southern Illinois Salukis.
This is the Built Ford Tough, powered by Mediacom halftime, as Mike Glenn's jersey retirement happening right now here inside Banterra Center. And speaking of Mike Glenn, we were able to interview him back in the summer of when this news came reality for Mike, that this night was going to happen this year. Man, what a career Mike Glenn has as a Saluki. And we flash back to that podcast we did with Mike on what the emotions were going to be like for him here tonight.
I just go for the rest of my life for sure, because I never saw that as a possibility. Walt finally was the only player that get in that category when I was here, and I didn't think I had that as a goal, a dream, or anything. And when I'm at that level, it's something that you'll be always proud of. This is what you did at your university that meant so much to me to be here. So I'll always treasure that and remember that forever.
Get you out of here on this note because I could talk to you all day, but I can't do that because you got a really busy schedule, Mike. To the fans, Saluki Nation.
Yes.
What's, from your heart, what's the biggest thing you would want to tell them today when you get the opportunity to still meet them and what they've meant to you in your life?
Oh, they were so special. They don't know how much we loved them. And when we go, especially in a tournament, like I said, and they were at there hollering SIU, and the band was playing for us, and it felt so good, man, to just really be that much closer to the university and the fans, jitters, everybody. It was wonderful, man, and I really thank them for that, for cheering for us, for caring, for wanting to see us do well. And I thought they took us to a high level. That anybody came in the SIU arena, you were going to get whipped. So we defended that arena, man, and we had a lot of pride in it.
Not only you, Kent Williams, earlier today as recorded, he looked up and he said, you guys see those banners up there during those years? We didn't lose a single conference home game.
That's right.
The amount of pride that all of you guys took to not just play for the fans, but you're not winning when you come into this
That's
place.
right. That's right. We had that feeling, man, and we were there. We justified it with the amount of wins that we had. It was magical in that arena, buddy.
Look, fans, no doubt, they're terrific, and SIU would not be where it's at today and won't be as special as a place it is without Saluki Nation. But when you think of a group that is extremely, maybe even more passionate about the success of a program, it's those who have worn the uniform before.
Yes.
And again, in today's day and age with guys kind of leaving and going as much as it is, you're going to have an opportunity to speak to the team at some point.
Yes.
What would just be your message to the current team that wear that uniform of how many former players, such as yourself, still look at that jersey with so much pride, and how the success of the team, you guys are still following along, and it's still and it's still very important to you guys.
Yes, indeed. I'll tell them that when I was broadcasting for the Hawks and Walt Frazier was for the Knicks, we get together before games and talk about how Southern is doing. What do they need? What are the deficiencies there? You know, so we still cared about how the Salukis are doing, and we always will. And I would, and Walt Frazier does as well. And we mean a lot, even though we don't see a lot of the former players. They care about you. They care that you're winning, how you're doing, how Southern is doing. And I think they have to feel that pride that we have in being a former Saluki. And I think they have to develop that pride and carry that pride with them from now on.
Again, that full conversation can be heard, downloaded on the Saluki Royalty Podcast Network. It was also caught on video as well. Just search SIU Salukis on YouTube. This is the Built Ford Tough Powered by Mediacom halftime. Paxton Guy takes a look around the Missouri Valley Conference scoreboard and top 25 action when we return. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Looking to make your farm and rural life dreams a reality? Contact Farm Credit Illinois, where local staff support farm families, rural communities, and agriculture throughout the Saluki Nation. As a cooperative owned by its borrower members, Farm Credit provides farm financing, crop insurance expertise, and lending for rural homes and country living. Farm Credit Illinois, helping farm families succeed today and tomorrow.
Southern Illinois, during every season, what matters most is having a team you can depend on. A cancer diagnosis means it's time to lean on professionals with the expertise in personalized plays to guide you forward one powerful step at a time. Your home team is here. SIH Cancer Institute, advancing care for our communities. Learn more at sih.net/cancer.
Anyone can slap a logo on a shirt, but your branded apparel isn't just merchandise. It's your reputation walking around town, your team's identity, and your company's handshake before you even say hello. At Silkworm, we understand that when you put your name on something, it better be perfect. Because at the end of the day, we're not just printing shirts, we're protecting what you've built. And that deserves more than an algorithm and a prayer. Silkworm, quality orders, on time, delivered with awesome customer service. The human way.
Samron Midwest Contracting is the region's first choice for construction services. Since 2003, Samron has completed thousands of projects for various customers across the tri-state area. Whether it's a commercial project, an asphalt parking lot or driveway, or commercial or industrial concrete, Samron has you covered and offers flexible financing options. For more information, visit Samron.com. Samron Midwest Contracting, proud supporter of Saluki Athletics.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Southern Illinois University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Paxton Guy back on the Built Ford Tough halftime, powered by Mediacom. Dogs trail this one 43-34. To Murray State. They're at the half in Valparaiso. Beacons 28, Evansville 26. They're at the half in Normal. Illinois State handing it to Drake 47-32. They're just before the half in Cedar Falls, Northern Iowa, leading Bradley 30-23. And in about 10 minutes, they'll tip off in Chicago between Belmont and UIC. Just one game of the top 25. It's in the Big East. They're late in the first half. Number 22, St. John's, leading number 3, UConn, 35-31. Dogs trail this one, 43-34. It's the Built Ford Tough halftime, powered by Mediacom. And this is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Dear Winter, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the Svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/25.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
SIU has rare dual recognition, one of only 21 universities out of nearly 4,000 nationwide honored by the Carnegie Classification. We are a Research One university, driving innovation and discovery. We are also an opportunity university, opening doors and helping all students succeed. Less than 1% of universities hold both honors, and SIU is the only one serving a rural region. That makes Saluki's unique, a community defined by excellence, access, and opportunity. Support the research that changes lives and the scholarships that expand access. Visit siuf.org/give.
Kohl's gets it. Valentine's Day comes with expectations. Grand expectations, telepathic expectations, and heart-shaped everything expectations. Yes, even waffles. Kohl's has gifts that rise to the occasion. From romantic to playful, sparkly to sweet, or all of the above. Plus, get 15% off some of your finds. So go ahead, exceed those Valentine's Day expectations with Kohl's. Select styles. Offer ends February 16th. Some exclusions apply. See store Kohls.com for details.
On the Saluki Sports Network from Learfield, this has been the Built Ford Tough Halftime Show, powered by Mediacom. Also brought to you by Banterra Bank. Apply for your Banterra Saluki Visa debit card today. Stop by Banterra to learn more. Member FDIC. And by Mediacom, home of extreme and 1 gig internet speeds. Now, with the call of the second half, here is the voice of the Salukis, Luke Martin.
It's time to get to our Woodard Wellness halftime adjustments as SIU trails 43-34 here at the halftime break as we're getting ready to start the second half. So let's go ahead and get to our Woodard Wellness halftime adjustments. Coach Watson.
There's two big ones Southern's got to have to talk about in the locker room at halftime. First of all, Murray State's initial ball screen. That's an insignificant screen. They're just doing it to set up a little on big. They're doing a point guard to the 5-man to get to start that defensive switch on the screen, which allows the ball from the point guard to get down the lane. He's looking to score, but not really the first option. He's really just trying to get a situation where they can play from the middle out and let their shooters get their feet set, get Southern into long defensive rotations where the ball goes middle, kicks out one pass, down to a shooter, a long rotation, which led to 8 threes. Southern's got to make that adjustment. I hope they don't switch on that first one, see how that plays out. But Southern's got to keep the ball in the middle of the lane. Secondly, Southern's got, this game is on threes and free throws. That's where Murray State's got the separation. 7 free throws, 8 threes. Southern's had 2 free throws and 2 threes, so Southern's got to make sure that they do a good job of trying to pick up contact, get to the free throw line. As we've talked about off the air, they've got to muck the game up. They've got to really get it murky and gritty, and right now the game is really flow. 35 possessions, which Murray loves, high possession games. It's got good flow to it. Southern's got to get that whistle to blow and get a lot of stoppage in this second half.
Those were the Woodard Wellness halftime adjustments. Call for your courtesy consultation. 529-4545 and see if Dr. Woodard can get you back to health. 529-4545. Dr. Brian Woodard is a certified chiropractic sports physician. SIU led it 18-10, and at that point, there's still 12:42 to go, so nearing the halfway mark of the first half. But Southern was turning Murray State over. You could sense that there was some physicality involved there, where that was where it was. Seemed like the game was headed into a mucky up direction, but man, the final 12:42 was no doubt dominated by Murray State, and they led for 6 minutes and 16 seconds in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, so they had trailed, Murray State had trailed, and then with 3 threes in a row on 3 consecutive possessions, got this game to some separation. They were able to play solid defense, and again, Southern just can't get themselves in a spot where they can get a foul situation, where they can get the clock stopped, make some free throws, and then get their defense set before Murray can race it down the floor. Play on words there.
SIU being led by Kelleron House with 11 points. Lane Taylor's been outstanding. 11 points for him. 3 of 5 from 3. 3 of his 4 made field goals from long range. So Murray State, they went on a big run the last time these two teams played. Saluki's lost by 3, but that's when Murray led by 20 at halftime, 45-25. It'll be Murray beginning with the basketball to start the second half as Saluki fans come to their feet. There's Trainer just below that Saluki dog at midcourt to his right. Doman. On the left side of the floor, they overthrew it Fred King, and he stepped on the baseline as a turnover to start. Fred King, who didn't have much time to get into a groove in the first 20 minutes because he got in foul trouble. He was one of the few racers that did foul in the first half. Jalen Haynes won the basketballs. Kelleron House comes down left to right. It's cute. Near wing off to Haynes. Now straight away, Drew Steffi with 20 on the shot clock. SIU with its first possession, trailing by 9. Jalen Haynes hands off again with House. House, far left corner to Prince Aligbe. Now it's Haynes straight away with 8. Prince at the left elbow is 7. Now with 6 on the shot clock. Through 2 racers, left it well short into the chest of King, and King now has it. Comes sideline left Taylor. 9-point lead for Murray State. Doman on the near wing. Doman to his right. Teardrop in the lane, rims it off and in. Roman Doman, he's got 6 points, and the Racers lead it by their largest lead, 11. House galloping his way left elbow, reverse to Prince in the high post with 24. Now it's Rollins straight away with 22. To his left, Kelleron House, baseline left, one hand's off to Rollins. Catch and shoot 3 for Rollins. Aligbe swirled off. Prince has the board, aggressively goes up. He got Trainer in the air and will have 2 free throws. He couldn't get an and 1 opportunity, but he will go to the free throw line as Trainer earns that foul. First foul on Murray here in the second half as Trainer gets his second foul of the game.
Excellent rebound by Prince Aligbe. He was by himself down there. Man, it was him and 3 other racers. The rest of Southern's kind of standing around watching. I'm not sure that's a good formula when you're down at this point by 9.
Prince Aligbe to the line as Taylor jogs back into the top of the circle. As Prince, his first free throw off the left side of the rim and then comes off to the near right. 45-34 lead for Murray State. 18:49 on the clock as Prince around the back with that Wilson leather ball. Multiple dribbles below the Valley text in maroon. Eyes up at the orange 10, and his free throw is in. As Prince Aligbe, he's now got 5 points in the game. It's the first point for Southern here in the second half. Scott Nagy in the defensive stance as his team comes down on defense right to left. Fred King straight away. King hands off with Jackson. Jackson to his right. on Jalen Haynes. Shoves his way through into the paint, and a travel on Javon Jackson. Turnover on Murray State, 45-35 lead for the Racers.
You notice it when they're coming out at halftime. Southern's got to pick up their energy. They're kind of going along with the flow of the game as if this great crowd's going to make it happen for them. They've got to create it themselves.
House left of the bench, straight away to Prince of Ligbe, to his near right, hands off with Haynes. Haynes thought about the step back three, comes baseline right, tough mid-range shot, well short, rebound Fred King. King to his right, Taylor in the backcourt, just past the timing stripe. Taylor slows it down, still with the ball with a left hand hip high dribble, attacks, low left block. Rondo's his way, right in front of the rim. Bounce pass to Fred King. He's got Rollins on his back. Fred King spins, got Rollins in the air, but he converts. Fred King with only his second made field goal of the game, his first two, 47-35. It's a 12-point lead. Prince of Ligbe near side to Haynes. One hands to Rollins of Ligbe. Bounce pass to Steffi, threw it out of bounds, and it will stay with SIU. 17:48 on the clock, 20 on the shot clock. As Calron House will inbound here on the right baseline. House finds Prince of Ligbe on the near arc. Hands off House. House has it back with 15. Haynes on that far left wing with 14. House gets it reversed to 12. On the near side of the hashes, rising firing was fouled and will head to the line. Two shots cut.
I'm sorry, Southern's got to really collect themselves right now. Right now they're kind of, there's a lot of bickering going on, and Southern's got to really clean some stuff up and get in a positive frame here to get in the fight.
House free throw line right. Scott Nagy continuing to get on the officiating crew here to start this game, start the half. As House makes his first. 47-36 is the lead. House knocks in his second. Now hopefully the Salukis can match the fire of their head coach here in the second half. Lane Taylor here in the backcourt. They show some pressure. Taylor overheads it near side. Jackson still in the backcourt, nearly trapped. Now they do. Bounce past Taylor. Taylor near the stripe with 21. Got across to Trainer. And now so the Salukis go back in their man-to-man switching defense. Jackson low left block, spins on Steffi, and Fred King slams it in. Fred King's got two more. He's got four here in the second half. 49-37, 12-point lead for the Racers. Straight away, Prince of Ligbe on that left of the bend to Drew Steffi. Steffi back outside to Rollins. Another three, rims off. Taylor comes down right to left for Murray. Jalen Haynes came in to try to steal it. They're going to say he slapped his hand. Scott Nagy can't believe it. 49-37. It's going to be the third foul on Haynes. Right now, Saluki's got to get their emotions in check. 49-37.
Murray's really dictating this half by every time down. They're running their offense through the low post. King's getting buckets in the low post, but the ball's getting downhill to the lane. Southern's got to close that lane off.
House really in Taylor's grill. Comes back to his left. Taylor still on the perimeter. Finds Doman. Doman three off his right hand. Swishes it in. Roman Doman, he's got 5. He's got 9 in the game. And now Murray State leads 52-37. Calron House. Coach Nagy wants a timeout. House doesn't even notice and nearly almost turns it over in a timeout. As Murray, they have thrown the first punches here in the second half, and it's our first coach timeout. 16:39 to go here in the second half. Saluki's got to wake up. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Are you more than 15 pounds overweight and take one or more medications? If so, then pay attention. Current medical research has shown that losing even 10 to 15 pounds can help reduce blood sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol levels. If you're ready to take charge of your health, then the doctor-supervised Chirothin weight loss management program may be just what you need. While individual results may vary, the average Chirothin patient loses 20 to 30 pounds in just 6 weeks and is given the tools to help make the weight loss long-term. Call the Woodard Wellness Group at 618-529-2800 today to schedule your no-charge, no-obligation consultation.
Life is full of moments, both big and small, each a chapter in your own unique story. Through the everyday and extraordinary, First Mid is here to help shape every page. Beyond banking services alone, we're a valued partner and advisor with the guidance and resources for living your best life. So, whether you're buying groceries, budgeting your dream kitchen, planning for retirement, or protecting your life's work, think First. First Mid. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Romwood Chevrolet in Heron makes it easy to shop online anytime. Shop our entire selection of new and pre-owned vehicles from anywhere. And with new inventory arriving daily and special Romwood pricing, our team will always have a deal waiting for you. It's so simple to find your price, get pre-approved, and drive home today. So check us out online at RomwoodChevy.com and we'll send you home happy. And go Dogs!
52-37, Murray State with the lead over Southern Illinois, as this brings us to our first time out here in the second half, which is brought to you by Ameren Illinois Energy. When it comes to energy, actions speak louder than words. That's why Ameren Illinois works hard to make sure you have the energy you need, and that's why we put savings tools in your hands so you can take action. Learn more about saving money and energy with energy-efficient rebates and incentives at ameren.com/rebates. Well, speaking of energy, Coach Watson, man, that's what the Salukis really need here. And we were kind of touching up on it coming out of the halftime locker room. It really felt as if the Salukis just didn't have a lot of bounce to them. And look, we saw that in the UIC first half and eventually got it switched out of a timeout. But, man, the Salukis got to bring it, man, because it's a racer team that can bury you in a hurry.
Yeah, and I failed to mention at halftime, their Murray State's bench leading this game 16-2. Their bench getting scoring out of four guys. Corbin, we talked about, who's really went to work. But now the Murray State Racer starters are going to work because King's getting some consistent minutes with foul trouble. Southern has got to meet the fight now. They met the fight in Normal. They got to meet the fight in Carbondale.
Jalen Haynes into the backcourt to Calron House as he comes down on the right side of the half floor. SIU trails 52-37, 16:34 to go here in the second half. Prince in the high post to his left. House, runner from the left side of the hashes, was fouled. Give that foul to Javon Jackson.
Good action by House, getting to his hot spot, picking up the foul. Even the huddle's slow right now. Coach is wanting those guys to huddle, and they're kind of walking into it, so they're being aggressive and have some hope and fight. Got to pick their fight up.
House to the free throw line, knocks it in. House now, all of his points have come here at the free throw line in the second half. House looking for another. 52-38 is the score. Murray State in front. House made them both. Trainer in the Jackson here in the backcourt. Jackson overheads at the midcourt line to Doman. Doman at the Saluki dog mouth to his right. Trainer on the perimeter. Goes right back to Doman on that right wing, and now Murray can set their offense. Fred King straight away with 20 on the shot clock. King looking to his right, finds Trainer. Trainer drives in on Steffi. Lowers his shoulder in on Steffi now. Baseline right, they come in for the trap. Trainer left it well short, but he was fouled. 16:07 on the clock. And it'll go against Drew Steffi. It's the second personal foul on Drew. It's the second team foul on Southern. 16:07 on the clock. As Trainer, free throw line left, makes his first.
Another example of length out of Trainer, being able to take his guy, Steffi 6'5", down to a hot spot, get enough contact with an angle. And then, it was it was an iffy 50-50 thing, but man, Murray's really in good spots.
Trainer, second free throw is in. He's got 4 points, 2 in each half. 54-39. SIU trails Murray State on defense. House left of the elbow, back outside Prince. Prince near side to Haynes. Haynes behind a Prince screen. Gives it down to Prince on that right baseline. Prince attacks his man Doman. They trap him. Prince weaves it right into Rollins, and Rollins lays it in right in front of the rim. Rollins, he's got 2 points here in the second half. He's got 7 in the game. 54-41, 13-point lead. Murray, they've led by as many as 15 here in the second half. 15:39 and ticking on the clock. Next dead ball will be our under 16-minute media. Jackson to his right, Doman. Doman with Haynes right on his back. Doman still backing his way in on Haynes into the lane. Left it short. Rollins gets the rebound. Rollins off the Calron House sideline right, left to right. 13-point lead for Murray State. SIU at the ball. Rollins, ball fakes to his left, off to Haynes. Haynes, right-handed three, well short. Rebound, Doman. Doman, middle of the floor. Doman keeps it himself. Lobbed it up towards the rim. Nearly got his own putback, and it's going to be a foul on who? Are they going to give that to Murray or Southern? I still don't know.
Could be on Doman.
It is. It's going to be on Doman. That's his first foul, and it brings us to a media timeout. 15:09 to go here in the second half. 13-point lead for Murray State. The Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Hi, Ameren, Illinois home energy expert Matt Minster here to share how easy saving energy around the house can be. Matching the right size pot to the right size burner can save you up to $36 a year. You can save up to $55 a year by turning off the TV when you leave the house. And switch to LED light bulbs to save up to $75 per year. Discover more tips and rebates at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com/ways to save. Some restrictions may apply.
Life is full of moments, both big and small, each a chapter in your own unique story. Through the everyday and extraordinary, First Mid is here to help shape every page. Beyond banking services alone, we're a valued partner and advisor with the guidance and resources for living your best life. So, whether you're buying groceries, budgeting your dream kitchen, planning for retirement, or protecting your life's work, think First. First Mid. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Dive into the authentic flavors of Mexico at Tequila's Mexican Restaurant. From sizzling fajitas to mouth-watering enchiladas and the freshest guacamole in town, Tequila's brings you an unforgettable dining experience. And don't forget our signature margaritas, crafted to perfection. Located right in the heart of Southern Illinois, make sure to visit Tequila's at their locations in Carbondale, Marion, DuQuoin, and Carterville and enjoy the authentic taste of Mexico.
54-41, Murray State leads it over Southern Illinois with 15:09 to go here in the second half as SIU, they held Illinois State to 50 points their last time out. We knew that would take another Herculean effort to have anything to do with Murray State to hold them to that mark, a team that averages almost 90 per game, 86 on the year coming into this one. 54-41, the game has gotten a little bit more muckier here in the second half, but Murray still has the advantage in the second half. They've outscored Southern by 4, 11-7, and they lead it by 13.
I was thinking the same thing, Luke. If the one small sliver of a bright spot right now that the clock is stopping. It seemed like there was long stretches where you were just keep going because there was just such fast pace. Southern's got to make sure that they continue to kind of junk this thing up somehow. They're picking up fouls in the offensive end, but, man, on the defensive end, they've got to keep that ball in the lane somehow.
It'll be Saluki ball going the length of the floor. Trailing by 13 is Ryan Miller aggressively clapping his hands as Murray State in a man-to-man defense. Jalen Haynes to his left, Drew Steffi on the perimeter, 26 on the shot clock. Steffi to his right, hands off with Cal Roundhouse. Now it's Jalen Haynes, dives to the rim, push back out in the near wing. 18 on the shot clock. Haynes still dribbling his way, finds House in the high post. House all the way to the rack floater, short. Rollins on the cleanup is in. Rollins on league bay, he's got 4 here in the second half, 9 in the game. 54-43, it's down to 11. Murray State once led by 15, 14:40 to go here in the second half. Taylor in the high post to Jackson. Jackson spinning into the chest of Haynes. Back outside to a leaping Taylor on the Saluki dog mouth in maroon. To his left, Taylor on the Saluki dog nose. To his right, Dolman. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Taylor got it back, shot fakes, hesitates, hoists up the 3, and man, knocks it in. Wayne Taylor, cold-blooded, 57-43, 14-point lead for Murray State. Calvert House tries to get downhill. Trap finds Prince in the high post. Near wing is Haynes. One hands it back to Rollins. Rollins on the back door to Steffi. Reverse lay-in, but he was fouled. We'll go to the line.
Good cut by Drew Steffi. Really nice find by Southern, hitting him down the lane. Those are good plays. Continue to execute those. Get the clock stopped. Man, they've got to somehow get into Lane Taylor and make him do something other than shoot comfortable threes, because that guy is not one bit concerned about Southern's defense.
3 fouls now on Trainer as Steffi's free throw rims in. Makes his first. 9 points for Drew Steffi. Tries to get in the double figures to join Cal Roundhouse, who leads SIU with 15. Steffi's second free throw is in. 10 points for Steffi. 14:08 to go here in the ball game. 57-45 lead for Murray State. Jackson gets picked up by Haynes right on that Saluki dog at midcourt. Jackson puts his shoulder into Haynes. Now comes near wing to Miller. Miller goes right back to Jackson. Jackson on the perimeter around a king screen. Wide open 3. Wide left. Dolman goes in for the board, and it's going to be a foul on Jorge Moreno. No one went for the ball.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, but that's the worst call in basketball. Not necessarily on this official's call, but it's happening all over. It's amazing how a guy can truck a guy over and come out with a foul drawn. I don't understand that. But when you're not the aggressor really gets the advantage. Southern's got to pick up the aggressiveness.
Miller, baseline left, he'll inbound as Davion Sykes gets the foul. It's his first. Miller catch and shoot three. The lefty swirled off. Near corner, Drew Steffi. SIU comes down left to right. Salukis finds Keller on House, middle of that paint. Back outside Steffi. Wow, long three, well, way short. And Taylor tracks it down, sideline right. Here comes Murray State, right to left on a 12-point lead. High on the right wing with 13:24 to go in the game. Taylor all the way left of the hashes, spinning in front of the rack in front of Davion Sykes. Turns to his right. Jackson quickly downhill. Moreno was there, but Jackson converts, even though through a lot of contact. Javon Jackson, he's got 9 points, 2 here in the second half. Near corner, Haynes hesitates on the three. To his left, bounce past Sykes. 14-point lead for Murray State. Jorge Moreno and SIU with the ball. For House, baseline runner, can't go through contact. Miller gets the rebound. Doman down to Jackson. Jackson all the way to the rim. Through Steffi, can't convert. Fred King on the putback, can't go. And now Davion Sykes gets it for SIU. Left to right for SIU. Sykes into the paint. Far left corner, Haynes penetrates from the baseline. Near corner, House back to Haynes. Right arcing three on its way. Short ball tipped out towards Miller and Murray State. 59-45, 14-point lead. 12:30 to go here in the game. Doman slows it down as he nears that midcourt. Saluki dog at midcourt. Davion Sykes trying to heat him up. Doman to his left and a foul. Javon Jackson. He shoved Davion Sykes in his back. So it's going to be the third personal foul, I believe, on Javon Jackson. And it's the 16th foul on Murray State. Hopefully Southern can make Murray pay for these fouls here in the second half. Corbin, who was so big in the first half, comes in. Tenner as well subs in. It's the 4th turnover of the game for Jackson.
Southern's got it. There's so much time in this game. In 3 minutes, this game could be completely tied up. But Southern's got to put heat on that middle of the floor. They got to get to that lane with purpose.
With as many people that are in here, I've never heard it this quiet. House near elbow. Got the shot in there, and he's fouled. House stuck out his foot. He gets rewarded with the and one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. 59-47, 12-10 to go here in the half and in the game.
This is an area where Southern's got to be spectacular. They got to be spectacular with the line, and they're not giving themselves enough chances in both the defensive end and the offensive rebounding. So they've got to be good here.
Free throw line right here for Calhoun House. It's on its way, and he converts the three-point play. He's got 17 in the game, coming off 22 against Illinois State earlier in the week. 59-48, it's an 11-point lead for Murray State. Corbin in the backcourt, got it past the timing stripe. Guarded by Jalen Haynes, top of the circle to his left. He's still shoving off with that offhand. Corbin to his right, switched off on the Davion Sykes. Corbin reverse to the Doman on the near wing. Doman with 14 on the shot clock, straight away with 10. Attacks Haynes, Rollins comes in to help, trying to force a jump ball, and now a foul after it. Southern looked like they forced a jump ball initially, but then it eventually became a foul. It's going to go on Haynes. I think that's Haynes' 4th.
Sure is.
So Jalen Haynes now with 4 fouls, 11:48 to go. 59-48 is the score for Murray State. Brings us to our under 12-minute media timeout. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Right now, the doors are closed, but springtime is just around the corner when Giant City Lodge reopens for the season Friday, February 6th. February 6th, you can once again bring family and friends and enjoy true homestyle cooking and hospitality at its best. Let your friends at Giant City Lodge serve your next meeting or special event in an atmosphere found nowhere else in Southern Illinois. Giant City Lodge, reopening Friday, February 6th. Longtime proud supporters of the Salukis. Go Dogs!
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Your car hard to keep your car running and your home safe, so it makes sense to keep them protected with a company that has your interests at the heart of what they do. That's why turning to Country Financial for car and home insurance is an easy choice. Country Financial has been providing insurance and protecting families like yours for 100 years. That's the kind of stability you can trust. Our dedicated reps live and work right in your community and are ready to connect with you to get insurance that fits your needs. Get more for your car and home insurance at countryfinancial.com.
Crew here, they believe they got the foul, and they're trying to get, and the issue is the official missed the clear jump ball at the start. It should have been a forced jump ball. The play continued on, and I think Haynes probably got his hand in there, but the whistle came so far late. I think the Saluki staff is trying to see if they can get this foul, switch to Calron House, mostly because that would just be Calron, I believe, his first foul of the game, or be his second.
Yeah. The bottom line is Southern's got to guard the ball better. They got everything for Murray State is happening out of the middle of the lane. They're scoring in the lane. They're dictating the lane. They're picking up fouls in the lane. The lane is just killing Southern tonight. The interior defense, and it's not just when I say interior, I'm not talking about the bigs. Are they going to switch the foul over?
I believe they are.
Yeah.
That's at least
they got a break, especially the way they came out that guy. I know in the old days that wasn't going to work with the vets we went at, but that's the good thing about replay. They can get things, right. And officials want the right guys on the floor and everything to happen. But the bottom line, Southern can be all uptight about the stripes all they want. The bottom line is Murray is dictating this game in the lane, in the middle of the floor.
Kane Hawkins is in the game, so they're going to get the Calron House. Jalen Haynes did get subbed out. Kane Hawkins comes in. Davion Sykes, Drew Steffi, Ron Zaligbe as the Speedo Salukis trying to get Roman Doman to miss his first free throw, and it's on its way and in. If they can get him a miss, that'd be impressive. Almost an 80% free throw shooter. He's got 6. 10 points for Doman. With 6 of them here in the second half. Doman back to the line as he shrugs his shoulders. Murray State leads it by 12. Free throw on its way for Doman and rims it in. SIU with the ball coming down left to right, trying to avoid losing the Murray State for the 4th consecutive time. Calron House to his left, angles his way to the nail. Back out Steffi straight away. Now 20 on the shot clock to the left. As Davion Sykes goes right back to Steffi near the midcourt stripe. Steffi to his right on the perimeter. Beats Tinner, nearly dribbles it out of bounds, saves it baseline. Lobbed over the head of House. House with 8, with 9. Behind the back, fadeaway shot. Off to the left. Rollins can't get the board. Tipped out by Doman. It stays with SIU. 11:22 on the clock. Fresh shot clock at 20.
There's no flow offensively for Southern. You just can't get Murray State's defense shifted. They're wanting
no, Doman is saying don't.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Well, they're taking it, and now they're going to challenge. I thought Doman said don't challenge it. And I think that's what they were saying no, don't challenge it. But they're going to challenge, I believe, this possession here.
I think they're going to win it, too, because it sure looked like Rollins' hands were the last one to knock that out.
Well, you have the best view of everybody. Just a question of whether Doman's hand got it last. Well, you're Mr. Eagle Eye here. Talk us through the play. This is a radio medium. You got to talk. You just can't sit here in silence.
When I was standing on the sideline, Luke, I never missed a call when I was griping.
This is going to be your, well, the camera is out of.
There you go.
That would have been the angle that could have showed you, but.
I'd like to be wrong. I'd be happy.
Here we go. This is going to be your angle. That's off of Doman's hand.
Good.
Just like the play-by-play guy described during the play.
Play-by-play guy better convince that the home team to guard inside that arc, and we're going to go home sad tonight. Southern's got to get their defense straightened out. They got to get some offense going and get the ball shifted from one side of the floor to the other.
Ryan Miller was telling the officials, hey, from the angle I saw from the bench, it didn't look like he touched it, but that basket angle clearly showed it went off the hands of Doman.
Southern needs a bucket here underneath out of bounds.
11:22 on the clock, 13-point lead for Murray State. SIU has the ball. Ron Zaligbe trying to cross over. Fred King bangs right in the Tinner. Tinner guarding Calron House. House one hands it back to Haynes. 3 from the near arc, air ball. Goes right in the hands of Fred King. Man, Jalen Haynes has really struggled tonight. 0 for 6 from 3. Tinner all the way to the rack, muscles through and in. Murray State, they've been the aggressor, and it's shown in every way possible. 11 minutes to go in the game, 63-48. Sykes on the near wing finds Jalen Haynes. Straight away to Rollins, the league mate. 10:55 to go in the game. Rollins trying to find help. Skip past to Haynes on the near wing. Haynes, right elbow extended on the perimeter. One hands it back to Steffi with 14. Steffi looking to his right, finds Rollins. He'll chuck up a three, and it's in. Rollins knocks in the three. It's his second made three of the game. Rollins now 2 of 5 from three, 63-51. 10:30 to go till the end of the game. 12-point lead for Murray State. Fred King has the basketball. Top of the circle to Corban. Corban had a fantastic first half with 8 points. Corban to the rack, stripped by Rollins, out of bounds, and it will stay with Murray.
Every possession Murray State this half has gone to the lane. Every single possession.
So Jalen Haynes comes out. It's been a really tough night for Haynes. As inbounding will be Corban. Lobbed it in the Fred King. He's got it. Shot over. Rollins Oligbe is in, and he's fouled. Fred King, he's got 6 points now in the second half and a chance to make it 7 in the second half. It'll be Rollins' second personal foul. 15 foul on Southern. So the Racers to the line as Trainer back in. Doman is out for Murray. 65-51. Salukis have not been able to get this to single digits here in the second half. Free throw on its way as in completes the three-point play was Fred King. As King now with double digits again. House all the way to the rack, in front of the rack, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Southern. As House's wrapping came undone, and House trying to fix his wrapping. He's going to have to come out of the game to fix it. As House picks up the foul. 16 fouls on Southern. 17 fouls on Murray here in the half. And they're still trying to wrap it. Riley Hoystad doing his best to try to finish it here before they have to sub Q out. Scott Nagy frustrated as he stands talking with Chris Merlo, the official, in front of the Saluki bench here to our near right. Ryan Miller is going to call his guys over here real quickly. As now Jalen Haynes is going to have to sub in here. So they're going to have to re-wrap Q.
Tinner's doing a really good job on Q, really getting into his space, similar to what Southern did to a lot of Illinois State guys earlier this week. They've done a great job on the defensive end, and man, the other side, offensively, they are getting the ball in the lane about any time they want.
10:08 left, nearing the halfway mark in the second half. Tinner to the lane, low right block, back out shorter, catch and shoot three while short. Sykes rebounds at his head. To his left, Kane Hawkins. Hawkins pushing the pace to the rack, goes up, got the shot to hang on the rim and won't fall down. The hometown kid, he wanted to get that shot to fall. This place would have exploded, but Hawk will go to the line and he'll shoot two.
Good push by Hawk. Really nice, tough move by a good player to get down the lane. Guy's not getting a lot of rips, and he'll make the most of it when he gets in. Southern really needs him right now, needs his energy.
Seahawk, his first free throw on its way, is in. Kane Hawkins' first game since on the road at Valpo. Did not come into the first half. Made a three that night at Valparaiso. 66-52 lead. 14-point lead right now for the Racers. Hawk makes it 13. Still a lot of time left, folks. Salukis, though, they got to turn it on. 9:50 left in the game. Tinner and Murray State with the ball on the left side of the floor. Fred King, low right block, spinning his way on Ron's Oligbe. Still on the low right block. Threw it out right into the hands of Haynes. Haynes with Corban on his near hip. Beat him to the rack. Up with his right hand and in. Threw a lot of contact. No call. Jalen Haynes gets his first field goal in the second half. Only 4 points in the game. 66-55. Let's see if that will wake up SIU. Corban, high of the bin on the right arc. Back to his left. Corban backing his way near the stripe. To his right, Corban off the Trainer. Trainer finds Fred King straight away with 14 on the shot clock. King off the Tinner with 10. Tinner to the rack with 9. Laid it up and in. KJ Tinner, he's got 4 points in the second half, 6 in the game. Makes it a 13-point lead. Haynes on the left of the bend to the near right, Davion Sykes. One hand's to Hawkins at his chest. Rounds the league base straight away to Steffi. Now it's Jalen Haynes, the freshman. Navigates all the way to the rack in front of Tinner. Left-handed shot well short. Rebound Trainer. Trainer cleans up the boards, comes down right to left. 13-point lead for Murray State. 8:43 to go in the game. Shorter. Straight away to Tinner. Tinner with Seahawk in front of him. Tinner on the near wing to his right. Nearly travels. Far corner Shorter. Thought about the three. Comes right back to Tinner with 15 on the shot clock. Corban on the near wing. Post entry feed to King. King on Ronzalibe. Spins and dunks with his right hand. Fred King now at 9 in the second half. He's got 12. 70-55. Murray State by 15. 8:18 to go. Davion Sykes to his left. Drew Steffi. Now it's Ronzalibe here in the high post. Rollins will chuck up another three, and he's got that one to go. He's now got 10 in the second half. 70-58. Rollins with his third made three of the game. 8 minutes left here in the second half. Salukis trail by 12. They've not been within single digits since the first half. Corban to his right. High on the right arc. Fred King's got it in the low post. Rollins trying to get in there, and it's a 3-second violation on Fred King. Ryan Miller wants the foul instead of the 3-second violation. 70-58, 12-point lead as it brings us to our under 8-minute media timeout.
Southern's got to continue to believe and fight. Plenty of time left. Man, I'm telling you. They were fortunate on the three because when the ball's in your hand, it's really, you can't, the play goes on. But all that said, take what you got, come out of this media timeout, get a bucket, get this thing down to single digits, and let it fly.
7:47 to go. Murray State leads by 12. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Looking to make your farm and rural life dreams a reality? Contact Farm Credit Illinois, where local staff support farm families, rural communities, and agriculture throughout the Saluki Nation. As a cooperative owned by its borrower members, Farm Credit provides farm financing, crop insurance expertise, and lending for rural homes and country living. Farm Credit Illinois, helping farm families succeed today and tomorrow.
It's not just a home, it's a fully connected life. When work flows effortlessly, when friends connect from anywhere, when your house runs on smart everything, and being offline isn't an option, Extreme is the connection you need. Get Extreme 1 gig internet with no data caps, Eero Wi-Fi, and equipment, all for $65 a month for 2 years. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Tim Gould Farms in Henry County. He trusts Illinois Farm Bureau to have his back, and so can you.
Farm Bureau has a very large impact on local communities and on the state level. There's different avenues of communications, such as Farm Week, Ag Safety, Ag in the Classroom, scholarship programs. Between an off-the-farm job, the farm, and family, my life without Farm Bureau would feel as though I'm on my own.
The Illinois Farm Bureau Advantage. Impactful advocacy, trusted information, and meaningful development.
70-58 is the lead for Murray State with 7:47 left in the game. Other games around the Missouri Valley Conference tonight. Northern Iowa really taking it to Bradley. 54-37 in the second half with 8:35 to go in that one. Illinois State as well. They're blowing out Drake. 73-58 with 7:15 to go in that one in the second half. Valpo and Evansville in a close game. 58-54 with 3:38 to go here in the second half. And 70-58 here, Murray State with 8:02 to go, or with 7:47 to go here in the second half. What was Mike Austin telling?
The 10-13 mark, that foul wasn't on House. After all, it was on Rollins and Ligbe, so he'll have 3. House is 1 less than what you're seeing.
So 70-58, 7:47 left. Can Southern get it to single digits since halftime? That's the last time this game has been single digits when there was a 9-point deficit. House on the near wing for SIU, trying to avoid a 4th straight loss to Murray State. Hawkins catching, shooting 3 on the way, long. Rebound to Tinner. Damian Mayo said good shot to Caden Hawkins. Tinner quickly down all the way to King and nearly dunked it in a foul. King will go to the line.
We know what was talked about in Murray State's locker room at halftime. Go straight down the lane every single time. Get to the lane. They have been to the lane every possession in this second half, and they're doing it every time. They're getting where they want to go, and usually good things are happening for them.
Fred King, free throw line left, eyes up at the rim, off of his right hand, and bricks it. Too strong for King, keeps it a 12-point game. Prince Ligbe comes into the game for his brother Rollins. So Rollins, who picked up that foul, that was his 4th foul. Really tough break there for Rollins to get what was a third and then a quick fourth one. Now Fred King to the line. Swimming team doing all they can to try to get Fred King to miss, and he rims it off. And now SIU comes down left to right. Calhoun House got retaped. He's back into the game on the near wing. Takes Tenner on. Right-handed teardrop goes from the near right hashes. Calhoun House, his 8th point in the second half, 19 in the game. It's down to 10. This is as close as Southern's been the whole second half. It was a 9-point lead for Murray State at halftime. Fred King hands off Javon Jackson. Jackson looking to go downhill to his left, to his right, fights around a King screen. Runner for Jackson is in. Javon Jackson, only his second made field goal in the second half. He's got 4 points in the second half. He's now in the double figures with 11. Prince tries a handoff with Hawkins. Now straight away, Davion Sykes. One hands it off to Steffi. Steffi to his right, 12-point lead for Murray State. SIU has the ball, and it's going to be a foul on Javon Jackson. That's Javon Jackson's 4th foul. Javon Jackson asking what did he do to Gene Grimshaw. Kane Hawkins back to the line. Seahawk, he's made 2 free throws already as he cleans off that beard of his. Waits with hands on hips. And Seahawk, multiple dribbles in those white Under Armour sneakers. Looks up with his right hand, and the first of the 1-on-1 can't go. Doman cleans up the miss. 12-point lead for Murray State. 6:38 to go in the game. Doman on the near wing. To his right, Jackson. Jackson crosses over Steffi, and an easy layup. 13 points for Jackson. 14-point lead for Murray State. 6:23 to go. House to the rim. Bumped, and he's fouled, and he got the shot to go. Calhoun House will have another opportunity here to convert a 3-point play. He's got 10 in the second half to make it 21. It's going to be his 5th 20-point game of his Saluki career this season.
Southern's just got to stack up like right away. They're dangerously a 4-possession game, and Southern's not a 3-point shooter. Good job. Southern's gotten with that made free throw by House. Cut this thing to 11. They've got to stack up shutouts now.
6:15 to go in the game. Jackson to Fred King at the top of the key. Prince of League Bay sags off. King to his right to Jackson. Jackson around a King screen. Pass was bobbled, deflected, stolen. It's now Calhoun House for SIU coming down the length of the floor. House looking for help. Back to Hawkins. Hawkins got Jackson in the air. Drives the rim. Dished off to Prince. 2-handed slam. SIU, they got it to single digits for the first time since halftime here in the second half. Prince with his first made field goal in the second half. 74-65. 5:45 till the end of the game on a timeout by Murray State. Man, it's been a great crowd tonight. They've been on their bottoms a lot for this game, but thankfully SIU trying to get them to their feet. It's a 9-point ball game with 5:45 to go. And it'll be a 30-second timeout, and we'll keep it here.
Since Southern, like I alluded to a little bit ago, is just not feeling the 3, you can't necessarily count on that, where you normally say it's a 3-possession game. And in theory, at the very least it is. But it's going to be more like a 4 or 5 possession game, which means you've got to turn these possessions into turnovers. The good news is Murray State's not a team that really likes to use a lot of shot clock. Not to say they can't, not to say they won't, but they really hunt shots fast. And with the way this lane has been so good to them, I'd love to start thinking about playing long possessions. That gives Southern to be a little aggressive, get into passing lanes, and really get hands on the ball. But I got a feeling they're going to go with what's been good to them the last 15 minutes, just keep going to the lane.
74-65. SIU trails by 9. This is as close as they've been since the halftime break. Jackson lobs it in straight away to King with 23 on the shot clock. Now it's Jackson with 22 and 20. Jackson to his right to Taylor on the perimeter with 18 on the shot clock. Taylor and Murray State with the ball in the lead by 9. Taylor to his right. Taylor still guarded by Sykes. Goes across the court. 3 on the way for Murray. It's too long. Rebound loose, out of bounds, and it's going to be a foul on Murray State. I believe it's going to go on Roman Doman. I don't know why Doman's asking for a review. 5:27 left. This isn't overseas. As Miller will come in, and that will be who was it on Doman or was it on Jackson? Doman. So it's his second. 74-65. Man, Seahawk make him pay here. Already missed the 1-and-1, but he will shoot 2. It's a double bonus now. First one up for Hawkins, and he left it short. Seahawk just missed the 1-and-1 and now missed the front end of a double bonus. If Southern wants to come back, they have to make free throws. Hawkins back to the line again. Shrugs his shoulders. Off his right hand, long. Rebound to Jackson. Caden Hawkins has missed 3 straight free throws. 74-65, 5:20 to go in the game. Taylor, near the midcourt, Saluki dog. Taylor still with a hip-high dribble. Taylor looking near corner for Miller, now goes to his right, Doman. Doman top of the post. Goes Fred King. Fred King lays it in and he's fouled. Fred King now 11 in the second half. He'll have a chance to get his 12th point. And it's now back to double digits, 76-65.
Murray's really playing smart. I hate saying that because I'm not a big fan, but I'm a fan of them tonight, the way they're playing. They have played extremely championship-level basketball in this second half. They know exactly where their bread and butter is, and it's not just out of the big, not out of King. It's out of everybody, and man, they are really playing as one. And I'll tell you what, Tenor comes in the game, and he puts a defensive presence to it. Kept talking about Lane Taylor, how critical he is and how he runs the team. Just a smart, tough guard. He plays with such a calmness, and that's how their team's playing. They really follow his lead. And then Doman, he's just been outstanding. He's as good as advertised.
There's King to the line. Chance to complete the three-point play to make it a 12-point lead for Murray State, and he does. So Fred King, 15 points now in the game for Fred King. Left to right comes Calron House and SIU. House back outside the Prince. Far left wing, Drew Steffi. Straight away, Rollins a league bay. Rollins with a dribble handoff to Hawkins. Hawkins mid-range shot long. Ball deflected out the middle. 4:49 left, 77-65, 12-point lead. As Kane Hawkins got to pick up his defensive presence here on Taylor. 4:40 to go in the game. Taylor sideline right. Finds Corbin. Corbin looking for Miller. Miller's got it on the near wing. Miller to his right, straight away to Doman. Doman backs his way with 8 on the shot clock, now 7. Doman on the near wing with 5. Doman with 4, left arcing 3 on its way, swooshed in. Roman Doman, 10 points in the second half, 14 in the game. It's a 15-point lead for the Racers. 4:15 to go. Prince to the near elbow. Pence, right-handed teardrop is in as he lays it in. As Prince now at 5 in the second half, 9 points in the game, 80-67. That brings us to a media timeout, and it'll be our final media timeout of the game. Saluki's trail, 80-67. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Oh, did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
How do you earn a tradition of leadership? You put in the work with outstanding towing and hauling. Innovate with smart features like a mobile generator and dominate the game 48 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available feature. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
Ulico Inc., a labor-owned insurance and investment company, is pleased to announce its support of the Egyptian Building and Construction Trades Council at Southern Illinois. Our personal insurance marketplace, Ulico Select, offers insurance products that protect and empower union workers and their families. Our values define us. Wherever union workers work, Ulico Select is on the job. It's for us, all of us. Check us out at ullicoselect.com.
80-67, 4:08 to go in this one. Murray State leads it by 13. Saluki's cut it to 9, which was the first time they've been in single digits here in the second half, and that was even dating all the way back, Coach Watson, to the early stages of the second half, because Murray's been really in full control. But the Salukis, they were able to get it to 74-65. But man, Murray State, they have been able to get it right back to 13, and just Southern's never been able to break through, have that run where you feel like the crowd's going to get on your side. And man, what a terrific crowd here tonight Well over 5,000 made their way in here to Banterra tonight. Just couldn't really get the juices going.
Oh, and what's sad, it's a 13-point game at 4:08. It just doesn't feel like Southern has got enough energy to get this flipped, and you know it can. There's all kinds of time, but, man, this is a big possession. This will tell the story of everything.
80-67. Taylor brings it down right to left. Murray State trying to win 4 in a row. It'll be their 3rd straight in this building. Corban on the near wing, and Prince of Bay fouls Fred King. So that will send King to the free throw line, which at the end of the world, he just missed free throws a moment ago, but he's been better recently for Murray State shooting at the line. It is a 1-1. So Fred King to the line. It'll be the last of the 1-1s tonight for Murray, as that was the 19th foul on Southern. Fred King, free throw line left. Up on its way for King and buried it.
I think it's a good play. I think Southern called it out of the huddle. If they break it, let's try to get him to the line. I think it's a smart play, but man, you give King a lot of credit, man. He's really looks like a player tonight. We know he's a player all year, but his stroke is great at the line.
Fred King now 14. He made them both 14 in the second half, 17 in the game. Fred King also, by the way, with 7 rebounds. 82-67 lead for Murray State. Drew Steffi going right in the traffic. Fred King off of his foot, and it will stay with Southern. 21 on the shot clock, 3:46 on the game clock.
Murray State's effectively playing a one-man zone with King in the middle. They're just letting Rollins shoot the ball, especially being with the score what it is. And Southern just can't get to the lane because of Murray State being in there, just camping inside.
House will inbound for SIU. Baseline right. House trying to get it in. Lobbed it in. The Prince of Bay. He's got it on the left wing. Shot clock down to 18. Prince on the near elbow. Bounce past the Rollins. They double team, and now it's just Rollins on Doman. Back outside to Haynes with 12. Now 10. Haynes to his right. Man fell down, and Miller was loose, and now a late whistle on Murray State. And it's going to go on Fred King. That's his 3rd. So Jalen Haynes to the line. 3:32 left. 82-67. Murray State leads over SIU. They have not trailed since Southern really led by that 8-point margin. Nearing the halfway mark in the first half. As Haynes knocks in the free throw. It's his 3rd point in the second half to make up for 5 in the game. SIU will not have much time to dwell. They'll be right back on the road. They'll take on Indiana State on Monday night. Haynes free throw line drives it in. Doman looking to inbound it for Murray State. They try to trap Taylor. Comes back to Doman here in the backcourt with 28. Doman to his right to Taylor. Still in the backcourt with 25. Doman got it past the Saluki doghead into the high post. Shoved off his man to his right through the hands of Fred King, and now it's SIU ball. 82-69. Haynes gets the rainbow arcing pass into the lane. Bounce past the Prince. Prince can't convert on a 3-point play, but he'll have 2 free throws coming. He'll go to the line. 82-69. Clock stops, but man, Southern's got to capitalize here at the line if they want any shot of pulling off a miracle.
They've just got to play frantic full court 94 feet defense for this last 3:14.
Prince of Bay to the line. Prince tonight, he's got 9 points, trying to get to double figures. He's 1 of 2 at the free throw line. As Prince eyes up at the rim, off of his right hand, and in. Ten points for Prince of Bay, 82-70. Prince will get another chance here, trying to make it an 11-point game with 3:14 left. Prince, multiple dribbles on the Valley Text in maroon. Eyes up at that orange rim. It is off of his right hand, and it is down. Prince of Bay made them both. Here comes the full court pressure here from SIU. Jackson trying to get it in. Lobbed it in the Doman. Doman back to Jackson. Jackson smacked down. Prince trying not to foul. Jackson sideline right. Up ahead to Taylor. Just got it passed with 2 on the shot clock. Nearly carried it. Scott Nagy wanted to carry. They won't call it. Taylor on the midcourt dog will go with 16, now 15. Taylor bounce past the Corban on the near wing with 10. Corban now at 9. Murray State with the basketball in the lead by 11. Dolman straight away with 7. Post entry feed, King with 5. Back out Jackson. Shot fakes to his right. Into the lane with 2. With 1. Flings it up there and in. Javon Jackson got it to fall. He's got 8 points in the second half, 15 in the game. Near corner Haynes, wide open 3 on its way. Well short. Haynes gets another shot at it, but he'll drive in from the wing. Back out Rollins. His 3 from the near arc. That's off to the left. King falling down, and it's going to be a travel on Fred King. Ryan Miller can't believe it. He's got hands on his face in frustration. But, man, his team has played hard tonight. 84-71, 13-point lead for Murray. 2:25 to go in the game. Saluki's running out of time. And now a timeout by Scott Nagy. It will be a full timeout.
Southern lost the bet on the three-point line tonight, that's for certain. But, man, I just keep coming back to one thing. 9-point lead really got switched about the 10-minute mark where Murray State just took this game over throughout the last 30 minutes of this game. In the last 20 minutes, coming out of halftime, there was one thing on Murray State's mind, and that was take that ball in their offensive end to the Valley logo, to the lane, to the restriction arc, and play off that restriction arc either to get the bigs, the guards driving it, kicking out, spraying. Didn't have to spray much. They sprayed quite a bit in the first half. In the second half, they just went to the rim, and it was really effective. Southern didn't have an answer. I'm going to be curious to hear what Coach is going to say as to what they could have done different to stop that drive in the middle of the lane. But give Murray a lot of credit. They had a very good game plan, and they're very effective around the rim. They won the game inside the arc tonight.
One of the things I wish you could get, within our stat sheet is not just paint points, but points produced off paint touches. Yeah. Because if you could have that stat tonight, I think it would be very staggering for Murray State.
I'd be interested to see how many. I don't write it down, but the number of those 8 threes they made in the first half, how many came from that action where they just got the ball downhill in the lane, it sprayed out either off 1 or 2 passes, but they were really effective with it tonight.
Haynes is at the free throw line. Haynes is at the free throw line. That's where he's standing, but he's not going to have free throws. It'll be Calron House who will inbound it for SIU. Trailing by 13, 2:25 to go. House in the Steffi. Steffi corrals it in the near corner, drives baseline to the rim, dished off to Prince. Prince lays it in. And Murray State did not foul. Now 13 points here for Prince Aligbe as Southern with 2:13 to go. As Southern on their defense, trying to pick a time where they're going to trap at midcourt. Jackson through a double team to his right, finds Corban. Corban with 16 on the shot clock, now 15. Near corner Doman, he will fire the 3. It's short. Rebound Fred King off of his hands into the chest of Prince Aligbe. He still had 12 seconds on that shot clock, but Doman let it fly. Steffi near wing hesitates, still with it in his hands. Now finds House on the near arc with 20. To his left, Steffi, catch, shoot 3, left arc, well short. Prince on the rebound. Prince back up, finishes on the lay-in attempt. Prince with 2 more. He's got 11 in the second half, 15 in the game. 84-75, 9-point lead, 1:30 to go. Taylor, this is as close as Southern's been since halftime. Taylor still in the backcourt with 22, now across with 21. On the near wing, bounce pass to Doman, and Doman was fouled by Steffi, and that will send Doman to the line. It's not who you want to go to the line, who's an 80% shooter.
Just didn't really have it. I mean, it really doesn't matter one way or the other. I mean, it's going to be, they're going to go deep into the shot clock. And I've been impressed with Murray. I wasn't sure they would do that, but they've really done a good job of the last 4 or 5 minutes of this game of making long possessions.
Doman, free throw line left. He will get 2 shots. With Murray leading by 9, 84-75 as Doman, free throw line left, buries his first. He is a darn talented player, folks. 15 points in the game for Doman. Only 6 games this year where he's been held to single digits. He had 29 against Northern Iowa, with 13 of them at the free throw line. Free throw line left for Doman and buried them both. 16 points for Murray State. 86-75. It's back to an 11-point lead. Rollins straight away, 1:15 to go in the game. SIU with the ball, trailing by 11. Prince pitch back to his brother Rollins. He'll hoist another 3, and he makes another one. Rollins, he had 5 points in the first half. As Southern now trying to show pressure, and Doman is fouled and will go to the line. With 1 minute left, makes it 86-78. Makes it an 8-point game. Rollins now 18 points. So Prince picks up the foul. That was his 3rd. Davion Sykes will come in for Prince. 86-78, 1 minute left. And Murray really has to screw it up here for this game to go haywire. As Prince will come back to the bench. There's Doman at the line. He'll shoot two. His first on its way for Doman is it. Well, again, with this new schedule in the Valley, neither team, regardless of the result tonight, we're going to have much time to rest. Murray State will host Northern Iowa Monday night. SIU will have to go on the road to Indiana State. 87-78 and missed the second free throw. Keeps it a 9-point game. Salukis need threes in a hurry. House to the rack, and it's going to be, foul. And Murray fouls and will send to the line. Don't know if Ryan Miller really wanted Southern to get to the line, but House will go to the line, and he can bring Southern as close as 7. 55.3. I don't know if you saw it, Coach Watson. The game's escaping my mind, but there was a game between UNLV and Fresno State, I believe, where Fresno State scored 9 points in like 6 seconds to come back and win it. But Q bricks that one.
I have a feeling he made 3 free throws there. Souther's been good at the line. Hawk couldn't get his to go, which I hate it for him, but House has been really good tonight here.
House, his second one on its way, is in. He split him. Prince will come in as House now with 23 points in the game, make it 24.
That's a surprising sub. I'm not criticizing with Sykes, a guy that's got a lot of length and energy. I'm surprised he's coming out when you need steals right away here.
Corbin trying to get it in here for Murray. Corbin still looking to get it in. He finally does the Doman. Doman flings it near the opposite baseline here for Taylor. Taylor goes sideline right to Corbin, and they beat it to Jackson under a minute to go, under 50 seconds to be exact. Haynes smacked it off of Jackson's hand. Now Jackson regains control with 18. Corbin to his near right with 15, and Prince fouls him. And Corbin will go to the line. And Corbin is 76% free throw shooter. Again, this Murray team, they lead the Missouri Valley in free throw percentage in league games. 39.1 left. Well, man, Saluki Nation was a fantastic crowd tonight to come in and honor Mike Glenn. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a fairy tale ending as Corbin, that's his first point here in the second half after he was outstanding. He was probably the MVP of the first half.
Corbin, a new player from Murray State from France, as well as Doman. Man, talk about some talent. Golly. Corbin is a really good-looking young player as well.
Second free throw coming for Corbin. And he was struggling heading in here to Carbondale, but he's able to get some of his footing back. Second one for Corbin is in, and subs for Murray. 39.1 left, 89-79. It's a 10-point lead. There's Jalen Haynes, Calron House, Caden Hawkins rounds the league bay. And 5 on the floor. House past the half-court timing strike. Far left corner, wings it near corner. Halen's 3, long, rebound. Fred King. Shot clock is believed should be turned off. Murray will dunk it in. It's Corbin. And that will be the exclamation point as Murray State puts 91 up on SIU after they only gave up 50 the other night. Shot blocked by Trainer, but then Calron on the follow-through. And Calron's now got 15 in the second half to bring his total to 26. Jackson got it past the timing stripe, and he will dribble it out. Kane Hawkins will back off. And Ryan Miller, in his first year as the head coach at Murray State, he will sweep the Southern Illinois Salukis. And Murray State improves to 18-7 on the year. They are now 10-4 in the Missouri Valley Conference as SIU falls to now 10-14 on the year, 4-9 in the Missouri Valley Conference. 91-81, Racers get the win. We'll be back with our IBEW Local 702 postgame show next. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
SIU Credit Union knows what it means to be a part of a team. Whether you're on the field or in the stands, community is what it's all about. They're not just here for your financial needs, they're here to give back, because people helping people is at the heart of everything they do. You can join SIU-CU if you live or work in one of the lower 24 counties in Southern Illinois. That's right, if you're a Saluki fan, you can be a part of their team too. Learn more at SIUCU.org. SIU Credit Union, your financial home team. Membership required, insured by NCUA.
It's not just a home, it's a fully connected life. When work flows effortlessly, when friends connect from anywhere, when your house runs on smart everything, and being offline isn't an option. Extreme is the connection you need. Get Extreme 1 gig internet with no data caps, Eero Wi-Fi, and equipment, all for $65 a month for 2 years. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
This is Steve Huggart, Business Manager of IBEW Local 702. Our members are active in communities throughout the 3-state area. From community food drives to helping build youth centers and hundreds of projects that give a hand to our neighbors in need, our members buy homes, shop locally, and pay taxes, adding to the strength of our local economy. At IBEW Local 702, our job is to improve the lives of our members and families as they work to build a brighter future for our region and our country.
We all like new stuff. A new car, a new house, even a new big screen TV. The looks, smell, and feel of something new. If you love new, then you'll love Newbie's Pizza in Carbondale. That's why they handcraft each order to your specific detail and desire. Think about Newbie's Pizza at 830 East Walnut Street in Carbondale. Visit NEWBYSPIZZA.com. Newbie's Pizza, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
No one should have to pay for the damages that result from a personal injury caused by someone else. The partners of Sam C. Mitchell Law, Lance Brown, and Matthew Caraway fight for Southern Illinoisans because they are Southern Illinoisans. For decades, the firm has proven to be a trusted, experienced, and dedicated partner in helping bring justice and personal service to the victims of negligence and intentional wrongdoing. Let the attorneys of Sam C. Mitchell fight for you. For more information, visit scmitchell.com.
Ever seen a Saluki climb a roof? Well, neither have we. But at SI Roofing and Siding, we work just as fast, just as sleek, and just as reliable. From roofing to gutters and premium steel bourne and batten siding, our team makes your home look sharp and stay strong. Based right here in Marion, we're BBB A+ rated and proud to serve Southern Illinois. Don't settle for rough results. Call SI Roofing and Siding today at 618-971-1457 or visit siroofing.net. SI Roofing and Siding, built to run with the big dogs.
Saluki Basketball has been brought to you by SIU Credit Union, helping our members by providing more services, fewer fees, and better rates. Stop by a branch today. Welcome to the IBEW Local 702 postgame show. IBEW Local 702. 4,000 men and women proud to support the Salukis.
Well, a really nice crowd heading home disappointed here tonight. 91-81 is the final score. Murray State gets the win over Southern Illinois, led in large part to what they were able to do at the free throw line. Coach Watson, 20 of 26 and 11 made threes in this ball game. Lane Taylor, a lot of his came early. I think 3 of his 4 came in the first half. Well, Lane Taylor big. 4 of their starting 5 in double figures. J.J. Traynor was the only racer that did not score in double figures. And Corban with 8 of his 12 coming in the first half were really big for the Racers as they win this one here at 91-81.
Yeah, the game hasn't come easy for Murray toward the end of January, and they really right their ship. They had a good win over UIC, and they parlayed that into a good short turnaround win against Southern, and they earned it, Luke. There was nothing more than they were the better team tonight. They were better from one end of the bench to the other. They did a great job. Their starters were really, really solid. They had a great game plan. Man, their bench was outstanding. Southern's, we're not getting much out of our bench because it's just amazing how one guy, Mayo, can really just makes it really tough. We got 4 points off the bench. That was a big factor. Not the only thing. The big factor was Murray was outstanding offensively, getting to the lane. They didn't settle for shots. They went to the lane, and they played the game out of the lane. Most of the time, the ball didn't have to come out of the lane, especially in the second half. But give Murray a lot of credit, man. They came here and earned this one.
Yeah, they absolutely did. And you talked about paint points and paint production. At the end of the night, it's going to look tied. 38 points in the paint for each team. But no doubt Murray got a lot of those threes and really good threes from paint touches throughout the course of the game. And they win it 91-81. We'll still have the Sam C. Mitchell and Associates coach's interview with head coach Scott Nagy. We'll also have our Marion Toyota Player of the Game interview with Calron House. Racers with their 4th in a row in this series, and it's now all tied up at 23 wins apiece between the Racers and Salukis in the all-time series history. We'll take a timeout. This is Saluki Basketball from Learfield.
When you play sports, you know the importance of teamwork. I'm Michaela Coburn, and I play for SIU Saluki Women's Softball. I'm also a Banterra customer because they are a great team player for our communities and they are making banking easy. With Banterra, I was able to open my account online, and with their mobile app, I can manage my money on my time. Plus, with the Saluki Visa debit card, I know my purchases support SIU scholarships and athletics. That was an easy win for me. Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics, member FDIC.
Saluki fans, accuracy and timing matter on the court, and they matter in surgery too. At SIH, our surgeons use advanced robotic-assisted technology for more precision, smaller incisions, and faster recovery, so you can get back to cheering on your Salukis. Trust the team that treats every procedure like a game-winning play. SIH, advancing care because it's personal. Learn more at sih.net/robotics.
This is Steve Huggart, Business Manager of IBEW Local 702. Our members are active in communities throughout the three-state area. From community food drives to helping build youth centers and hundreds of projects that give a hand to our neighbors in need, our members buy homes, shop locally, and pay taxes, adding to the strength of our local economy. At IBEW Local 702, our job is to improve the lives of our members and families as they work to build a brighter future for our region and our country.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Anyone can slap a logo on a shirt, but your branded apparel isn't just merchandise. It's your reputation walking around town.
45.
Your team's identity and your company's handshake before you even say hello. At Silkworm, we understand that when you put your name on something, it better be perfect. Because at the end of the day, we're not just printing shirts, we're protecting what you've built. And that deserves more than an algorithm and a prayer. Silkworm, quality orders, on time, delivered with awesome customer service. The human way.
How do you earn a tradition of leadership? You put in the work with outstanding towing and hauling. Innovate with smart features like a mobile generator and dominate the game 48 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available feature. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
We are back here post-game with head coach Scott Nagy. His comments are brought to you by CMC Mitchell and Associates. Murray State gets the win, 91-81 here over the Salukis tonight. And Coach, I want to start with you. You go back to the first half, and your team built an 8-point lead, 18-10. You were turning Murray over. Seemed like a really good start with energy. And then that's kind of when this game flipped. What did you see in the first 8 minutes that was positive, and then what really led to the change in terms of this game for Murray State?
Well, we had good energy, and so just a good start, good defensively. Really what flipped the game is them making threes. That's been a strength of ours through the season. I think we're first or second in the league in three-point field goal percentage defense. But we weren't really good enough on either end. Just 5 for 22 from three is not great, obviously, and so that's been a struggle for us all year. And then I think it hurt us defensively because they're good in transition. And, if you make shots, you got a chance to get back. If you don't, and then we really both of them led into each other. We weren't good enough defensively to help us on the offensive end. And, you got to be able to shoot the ball.
Coach, Murray State obviously had a game plan to get the ball to the lane. They really played out of the lane, especially in the second half. Every single possession, seemingly they got to the restriction arc and played inside out, or didn't have to go out very much in the second half. They went to the rim. What could he have done differently maybe to get that thing from going into the lane?
It's hard because they put good shooters around them.
Yeah.
At every position, and you gotta take your medicine there and try to figure it out. We changed defenses several times. None of them worked for us tonight. And so I know Coach Hawkins was really frustrated with that. And they just put a lot of pressure on us because they made so many threes in the first half, 8 of them, that really stretched our defense out, and we knew they'd go to King in the second half.
Coach, in terms of the defensive rebounding, that was such a strength earlier this week. It's a really good defensive rebounding team in Illinois State. Murray, they win that margin tonight, 27-19.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to if you shoot almost 60%, you're going to win the rebound margin because most of your rebounds are defensive rebounds. I mean, the fact that we were even close, 10 offensive rebounds, our kids played hard. And I told them after the game, I mean, the two things we can ask of them are effort and execution. Those we're sticking with that. And I would have to go back, and watch the film to see how good our execution was. I thought our kids played hard. I think they believe. I think all of those things. But you can't control whether or not the ball goes in the basket sometimes. And so you can have. We still need to be able to go back and look at this and say we did a good job here. The ball just didn't go in, or we could have done this better. And it's been an issue for us all year, but we have to continue to shoot the ball. We just do. And our guys are they're in the gym working. I mean, Jalen's in here all the time, and nobody feels worse than him tonight. I mean, he struggled, but big deal. He's a freshman, and he'll bounce back.
Coach, one of the areas, too, that we talked about, you knew what made Tuesday night such a great win was how big of a piece Damian Mayo has been a part of your team. And tonight, he tried to give it a go. A great effort by him to push through. Obviously, just couldn't quite stay in the game, but it felt like tonight, man, that was a guy you missed. It really showed.
It caught it. I mean, we had enough emotion to beat Illinois State, but it caught up with us tonight not having him. It changes our whole bench. It changes all the substitution patterns and everything I do. And so, it makes it a lot more difficult to not really have the guy you count on the most.
No doubt, and we've talked about this too, just the schedule is what the schedule is, but you guys don't get a lot of time to dwell. You'll be right back out on the road on Sunday to play on Monday night. Just what you want your team to really carry over from tonight in the short term.
And I told them if we were 19-3 and lost this game, how would we feel? Okay, that's the way we have to feel about this. I don't want them to get used to losing, and just like, well, no big deal. No, it's a big dang deal, and it needs to bother us. But I also can't beat them up. Like if they're 19-3, I could really get at them. But where we are, I can't just beat them up either, and so there has to be the balance of them saying no, this is not what we want, because they've been beat up this year. They have with the schedule we played and just some very close games, and emotionally they've been beat up, and so but we still losing. We have a standard here, and we're going to stick to it.
Coach, appreciate the time. Thanks,
you. Coach.
Yep. Once again, that was Coach Scott Nagy joining us here post-game as the Salukis fall tonight. 91-81 is the final score. We'll take the timeout. When we come back, we'll be joined by Calron House. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Dear Winter, Toyota can't get enough of you, because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/25.
Right now, the doors are closed, but springtime is just around the corner when Giant City Lodge reopens for the season Friday, February 6th. February 6th, you can once again bring family and friends and enjoy true homestyle cooking and hospitality at its best. Let your friends at Giant City Lodge serve your next meeting or special event in an atmosphere found nowhere else in Southern Illinois. Giant City Lodge, reopening Friday, February 6th. Longtime proud supporters of the Salukis. Go Dogs!
Conveniently located in the heart of southern Illinois lies Rend Lake Golf Resort, the region's only 27-hole public golf course. With 5 sets of tees, expansive greens, driving range, and on-site PGA instruction, Rend Lake Golf Resort is perfect for golfers of all skill levels. Looking for stay-and-play packages? Check out Rend Lake Golf Resort's on-site lodging, condos, and cabins. After your round, relax with friends and family and enjoy a meal on-site at Seasons Restaurant. To learn more, visit us at RendLakeGolfResort.com. Rend Lake Golf Resort, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
Ever seen a Saluki climb a roof? Well, neither have we. But at SI Roofing and Siding, we work just as fast, just as sleek, and just as reliable. From roofing to gutters and premium steel board and batten siding, our team makes your home look sharp and stay strong. Based right here in Marion, we're BBB A+ rated and proud to serve Southern Illinois. Don't settle for rough results. Call SI Roofing and Siding today at 618-971-1457 or visit siroofing.net. SI Roofing and Siding, built to run with the big dogs.
SIU has rare dual recognition, one of only 21 universities out of nearly 4,000 nationwide honored by the Carnegie Classification. We are a Research One university, driving innovation and discovery. We are also an opportunity university, opening doors and helping all students succeed. Less than 1% of universities hold both honors, and SIU is the only one serving a rural region. That makes Saluki's unique, a community defined by excellence, access, and opportunity. Support the research that changes lives and the scholarships that expand access. Visit siuf.org/give.
No one should have to pay for the damages that result from a personal injury caused by someone else. The partners of Sam C. Mitchell Law, Lance Brown, and Matthew Caraway fight for Southern Illinoisans because they are Southern Illinoisans. For decades, the firm has proven to be a trusted, experienced, and dedicated partner in helping bring justice and personal service to the victims of negligence and intentional wrongdoing. Let the attorneys of Sam C. Mitchell fight for you. For more information, visit scmitchell.com.
Game against Illinois State that made it so impressive to hold a team like that to 50. For a team that almost averages 90, it would have taken a really Herculean effort to try to repeat that again tonight against Murray State. But what did you see in terms of the start of the game that was really good to get you guys an 8-point lead?
We came out with great energy, of course. I think we had a 10-point lead at one point in time. And I don't know what happened. It's just like we switched gears. We started to make we gave up foul trouble. They started giving them easy points at the free throw lines. So some mistakes that we could fix.
Do you feel like offensively, when did the game kind of shift for you guys? And what led to it, I guess?
When it kind of shifted, when we started to miss shots.
But why do you think they did? Were they the shots you feel like you wanted, or do you guys feel like that maybe it was something Murray State did?
The shots that we wanted. I think we missed wide open shots, and it started to get to us.
How about in the second half? What do you think allowed them to get away from us a little bit?
Defense. Our defense didn't help our offense, and our offense didn't help our defense.
Yeah. In what way was your defense not effective?
We gave them fouls and second chance points.
Yeah. As far as you, Q, man, you know, Luke alluded to it when you first came on the air. You played a terrific ball game. You're playing with great heart. You're logging a lot of minutes. How's your body right now?
I'm good.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Well, of course, that's how the Warriors will all talk for sure. Man, just in this game, you guys were never really out of it, but could never really just break through that barrier until really late Q to get it back down to single digits. What was the biggest struggle of just getting this game out of that 15-point to 12-point range where it felt like it's set for a really long time?
We had a lot of opportunities. We missed some free throws. We missed wide open shots. It was at one point that we got the stops. We just couldn't, on the offensive end, we didn't help ourselves out. We couldn't hit an open shot or open three. Or sometimes we would miss free throw.
Look, we talked so much on Tuesday night about the remarkable plays that Jalen Haynes made down the stretch, and everybody's got uber confidence in him. It was no secret tonight was a tough night for him. 0 for 8 from 3, 3 of 13 from the floor. What do you tell him after a night like tonight, just like how you would have after a really good night on Tuesday?
I'm not really worried about it. I'll be in the gym with him, so this ain't nothing. Like we got more games to go. He's starting now, so you can't be mad at that. He was open. He just missed.
You talked about those shots not being able to go down. How can you guys cue, because what made the effort on Tuesday so remarkable wasn't like it was a great shooting night for you guys either. You didn't let it affect you guys on the defensive end. How can you continue to improve there where even when shots aren't falling, you try to make sure it doesn't affect you guys on the opposite end of the floor?
Just the defense. Like the fouls, it all catch up to us. The rebounds, second chance points, it just caught up to us.
I thought it was a very fair point that Coach Watson brought up about your body and just taking care of yourself. And obviously you've had a lot of bumps and bruises throughout the year. This is the first time where we've ever gone through a Valley schedule like this, where you're playing tonight and 48 hours from now you guys will be getting ready to play Indiana State on Monday.
Yes,
what do you try to do, Q, literally as you are done talking to us, to try to just make sure you're going to be rested up for what you can do with the team on the floor, and then ultimately when you guys hoop it up again here on Monday in Terre Haute?
Well, I'm going to go talk with my team, then go home and lay down, and that'll be my night.
Be your night. Q, appreciate the time, man.
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you, Q. Appreciate your effort,
Cal
man.
House. He was our Marion Toyota player of the game. When we come back, Paxton Guy will have the final scoreboard look around the Missouri Valley Conference. Murray State wins it tonight, 91-81. Again, their fourth straight win in this series, and they have won 3 straight in Carbondale, which is their longest winning streak here in Carbondale since this series started. It's their 8th win all time here in Carbondale. The Salukis now 13-8 against Murray State here in Carbondale. We'll take a timeout. This is Saluki basketball from Learfield.
Ulico Inc., a labor-owned insurance and investment company, is pleased to announce its support of the Egyptian Building and Construction Trades Council at Southern Illinois. Our personal insurance marketplace, Ulico Select, offers insurance products that protect and empower union workers and their families. Our values define us. Wherever union workers work, Ulico Select is on the job. It's for us, all of us. Check us out at ullicoselect.com.
It's not just a home, it's a fully connected life. When work flows effortlessly, when friends connect from anywhere, when your house runs on smart everything, and being offline isn't an option, Extreme is the connection you need. Get Extreme 1 gig internet with no data caps, Era Wi-Fi, and equipment, all for $65 a month for